You just set up this boxing
All right,
match.
so
I love a little
go live. Go
Stop talking and wait.
Make sure that we are live. I think we are. All right, guys. This is Just Ashley Keaton. We talking about church girls finishing last. We got some people in the building. We finna turn up.
Yay.
You know what I'm saying? You came to see a show. Today is gonna be the show. We got people. The audience is gonna go crazy. Hey man, just tune in. All right, let's get into it. All right, what's going on, guys? This is Just Ashley Keaton, where faith, family, and funny collide. Can I get an amen, y'all?
Amen.
Sound like you judging.
Nah, I am judging.
Only one of us can be a crybaby, and that's me.
No, that's very toxic to say because I feel
Why?
like no, it's weird, right?
Are you serious?
Weird.
But yet, you got a group called Black Hebrew Israelite that's
There's an affirmation too,
I
like.
know, ain't nobody helping us.
From hell, if you say from hell, you say.
So homosexual, they was homosexual and now they are not.
What's up, everybody? This is an exciting show. I've been preparing my notes. I've been in my word, ready for the show. Right? I got to be studying. Everybody got nervous. It's a pop quiz today. No. We're just here to have a conversation. We're just here to talk about it. Because, hey, man, y'all tune in. Hit the link in the bio. What y'all still doing here? We trying to get turned up in the name of Jesus. All right, I'm out. Let's see. I just had to. I'm not sharing that. Sorry. Yeah. So. My bad. Let me get to this real quick. We about to get. See, that's what we do. It ain't no pressure around here. You know, mistakes happen, things happen. We just go with the flow. So we had a little change up in the scenario, in the scenery. You know, we doing a lot of renovations.
Hello.
In the name of Jesus. You know, this is where faith, family, and funny collide. Oh, sorry. Getting notes from my podcast advisors. So this is where faith, family, funny collides. We're here to help you get blessed, confess, finesse in the name of Jesus, and enjoy the process. Can I get an amen?
Hello.
Now let me get, okay, can I get a hello?
Amen.
Can I get a hello, somebody? Get ready. We're gonna put all the preacher phrases out there. But look, we got a song. I just want to tell y'all we got a song that's coming out that came out. Ashley Keaton featuring Avery Doreen. It's called Nothing.
Facts.
You need something to pray to. You know, hit the. I didn't put that link in the description, but click. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. Apple Music. Just search Nothing. You know how to spell nothing. Just put that in the chat and in the search engine. Look it up. So I'm feeling good. I'm ready to get into this conversation. You know, without further ado, you know, everybody's waiting. Everybody waiting for this episode.
Yeah,
everybody, my mama, my grandma, everybody been telling me, yo, I'm excited.
Don't hype it up, Ashley.
So I'm about to hype it up all the way.
All the way. you better.
I know y'all not gonna disappoint. So we got Shelby and Maya in the building. You can hit two peeps.
The realist.
Yeah, the two peeps. That's the angle that you would hit. Yeah. See, that's the one. Let's say slide it over just a little bit, just to get them centered.
I made it to the cameras, baby. The big screen. Hello.
Yeah. Cool. Perfect. So yeah, so Mike, you know, we got Mike and Josh in the building. Not Drake and Josh, but Mike and Josh.
Y'all both like on.
Show yourselves, man. What you
Look at Josh.
Mike and Josh in the building.
Don't start.
We ready. We ready to go. Yo, tell them how y'all feeling today, man. Let them know something. Let them know what's going on.
I look forward to this episode.
Hello.
I make sure people stay out their feelings. Besides that, man, same old. We out here preaching the gospel.
Make sure you're in the mic.
Okay.
Being accountable, you're right. Don't laugh. Being accountable.
You've been doing it way too much. I know to get in the camera, but okay.
He's supposed to know that.
I agree with my man's right here. I just want to talk about it.
Yeah,
okay.
Your Bluetooth is not connected to the interface. You got to use the microphone, sir. We didn't hear nothing you just said.
Ooh, he Shelby.
Oh, you talking to me?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you.
Here, stretch it
No,
for help
you.
him out, Mike.
You good.
You supposed to be helping your boy over there. What's
Right.
going on?
You right in season, out of season.
Yeah, I'm just ready to talk about it.
That's good. That's
Yeah,
good.
That's it.
Yeah, speak with your chest. Let them know. Okay.
I'm not
So-
convinced.
All right. So the reason that the show is really booming today, everybody says Shelby. Put Shelby on.
Yes.
Requesting Shelby. I'm like, comment Shelby, please. So tell them what you got going on, Shelby.
Hey y'all, so I'm just here to talk about it. Just basically, you know, I got one foot in, one foot out. You know, as far as like, you know, the Christian world, everybody, if you know me personally, you know, like I'm just me. I just do me. I just speak raw, say what I feel, speak what's on my mind. So I'm here to debate. I'm be honest. So
She tryna
I'm here to
get
talk about
into it.
everything.
That's good. That's
I love
good.
a good tussle. Love it.
If she don't disagree, she gonna find a way to disagree. That's basically what she's
Just because
saying.
you said it, I don't want to talk about it.
All right, that's cool. And then Maya, you CEO.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Young with a purpose.
Hello.
You doing this thing. You doing it for the youth. You
Thank
trying to help some people. What you got going on?
So we just finished a major explosion last Saturday.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Okay.
We had a really good turnout. So right now we're just focusing on the next event and growing our ministry.
You got yeah.
Yeah, y'all heard me?
Did y'all hear what she said? Did she
Okay,
need to
yeah.
say it louder for the people in the back?
Yes.
I'm
So
playing.
follow us on Young with a Purpose.
Yeah, and we have the links in the description for Maya if you want to connect with her on Instagram. And then Shelby, she's in there too. If you want to holler, you know what I'm saying? Ask her for some. If you want to debate, you know, go hit up Shelby.
If you want to argue,
If you want to argue, hit up Shelby. That's why we hit up Shelby. So obviously, guys, like the video and subscribe
please.
if you feeling it, and you should be feeling it. Okay, so we just gonna get right into it. They're ready. First of all, hopefully this opening doesn't take too long. It's just meant to be a little bit of a icebreaker, get everybody in there. State your name, your address, your social security. No, I'm just playing.
Oh no. You
No,
don't get none out of that.
No, for real. Podcast
No,
over.
we just need it for, personal use, professional use. Okay, so why is it, we're going to start, because we had a conversation last week, why Christian men finish last. So some people do not understand what we mean by that,
Explain.
right? It's a common phrase, nice guys finish last.
Yeah.
They get the last of everything. You know what I'm saying? If you're a nice guy, you get the crumbs off the table.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to relationships, you're the last person to get married. You a nice guy. You a pushover. You grow up. You become more of a man. You get more successful because you nice using your books. You didn't get no girlfriend. But then you get married to the girls that was talking to the boys that had boyfriends. So nice guys finish last. That's what that means. So a lot of times Christian guys finish last. And there's some things that we may have some traits of some nice guys. You know what I'm saying? That could be a reason that we may not be attractive. We may not be the ones that's picked first. You know what I'm saying? So what are your thoughts on why you think maybe Christian guys may have issues like forming relationships? Does anybody have a thought on that?
Cap.
Nah, play
Whoa! We started out.
We started out early. Josh, come on, man.
She said she was ready. Go
Jeez,
ahead.
man. Jeez, man. Come
So
on.
I just feel like
Let her speak.
with the younger crowd of dating, you know what I mean? I feel like some people are dating without a purpose, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like people are dating without really knowing exactly what the purpose of dating is. Me personally, I feel like the purpose of dating in all aspects is really just like, date somebody, see if you really like them, see the option that you have, weigh out the best option to see what best fits for you. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like in our generation, like the younger generation and stuff like that,
They're not young with a purpose.
you just haven't
Plug.
You ain't doing that. Yeah, like I feel like, like me, I suffer from this. Like I know the type of guys that I like. You know what I'm saying? And I want to even say for myself, like sometimes it may feel right at the moment. You know what I'm saying? And
Yep.
I might see a guy, I'm like, oh, he cute, I like him. You know, he got all that,
It's called
the
lust.
demeanor.
It's called lust.
Nah, I'm not saying you might be on to something with that. But I'm saying, like, he might got that demeanor, that little about him, like that little pushback, you know what I'm saying?
It's a spark.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But, like, with the Christian guys, like, you date them, it's just, like, real steady going, you know what I'm saying?
Are they
And it
kinda
doesn't give
boring?
you that
So
type
I
of,
was just about to say that. For me, I feel like it's pretty boring. Like, if all we do is church, home, work, church, home,
especially
work,
for people that's
it's
not
not-
used to
it's
it.
not
Y'all came with some
it's not
stuff.
exciting. Like, I feel like
man.
don't be so holy to where we can't
You
do
can't relate.
outside things. Yeah, like you
Yeah,
can't relate to
yeah.
yeah, like of course not be in the world, but you know what I'm saying? Like have
See,
a
like,
good
if a
time.
girl see, all right, so, like, if a girl see, like, Pookie from down the street, right?
Yeah.
Pookie probably got little war stories and stuff like that he want to tell you. And, like, and girls like me, like, that come from the time, be like, for real?
So if he was saved from the streets, that's all right. But if he grew up in the church, I'm not offended. I don't care. We just having a conversation.
I'm saying, like,
Because
it's
I see what you mean. You know what I'm saying?
like, it's like, you know, it excites you, especially, like, as a younger girl, you know what I'm saying? Especially, like, somebody, like, 25 and
Yeah.
younger. Now, I'm a little bit older, like, 26. But,
Hold on. Wait a minute. I ain't gonna say nothing.
but now it's like, I'm kind of realizing, like, you know, like, I still am attracted to what I'm attracted to, but I know the difference, like, what I had to defer from, like, all right, you know this is bad for you. Now it's what you base off of what you want to do with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I feel like in all general aspects, I feel like most girls feel like the Christian guy is kind of like, overall kind of like
Boring.
overall kind of like boring. Like, you
We
know
gonna
what I
end,
mean?
we
Like,
gonna end the show early. I gotta go cry real
She
quick.
trying to be, yeah, she trying to be nice.
Why you being
Don't
nice?
try to be nice, cause
Cause y'all
I'd have had enough
y'all
conversations.
Christian
Oh, word. Say
Y'all
what?
I know,
Christian
it's
men.
like, it's not,
Guys, we're not boring. Do not let her get into your spirit
don't
right
let
now.
me, look, trust me.
Don't let her get to you.
I know. No.
Our Bible studies are out this world.
Man, Bible study be
But
too
you know
long.
what? And I,
Bible study be way too long. That's the whole thing.
somebody that used to
That's
Bible
because
study.
your pastor.
Alright,
That's because your
alright.
pastor.
Hey, we gonna go to the Word of
We about to
God.
go.
You be like, good Lord, can we
Child.
can we
We got
go?
something else to do.
They make me want to sin.
But it's just speaking for like all reality. Like I just sit here and be like, oh, in a perfect world, a girl's gonna want that nice guy to give her the world. But just like in 2023, like we worship toxic relationships. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like the social media plays a big role in it too. Like that's the thing. Like oh, if you're not toxic, I don't want it. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of wires our brain. Like when you see a Christian guy, sometimes you don't really know how to like react to that. You know what I'm saying? Like he's super nice. Like no girl wants a pushover or like a yes man. You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't say girls, but I see what you're saying.
What you mean?
I mean, but if you had a yes man, would you still?
I wouldn't say a yes man, but like, I don't. Okay.
The word is simp.
Okay, yeah. Like I don't want that. Like, but as far as like the toxic trait, like I'm not here for that. I'm here for the good guys.
Okay,
like,
yeah.
yeah,
For the girls, for the
that
girls.
excites me. Like I like a
You
man
here
that.
for the bad boys, Shelby?
Oh, you want to say thug?
Oh, it's giving
My bad.
it's giving therapy.
Not too
Hold on,
saved.
it's giving therapy. Hold on.
Not too saved.
I won't put in, won't put out.
You, just,
I'm
you want
cool
a thug
with a saved.
save?
Nah, I'm cool with a saved guy. Like that's
You want a
cool.
thug that righteously scarcely make it into heaven.
Yeah, like we
He go through the back doors. He gonna
That
make
is
it, but he
such
going
a-
through the back.
That is such a tricky balance. I'm telling you.
He
boy.
gonna make
I
all
don't know
out
if
the
it
back
even really
doors.
exists.
It
I might be
exists.
delusional too.
It
though.
exists.
It do? Okay.
It's a lot of.
Like me, like I know.
Mike is one of them. No, I'm just playing.
Ooh, hello.
No, Mike. I'm not gonna say Mike is one of them. I'm just playing.
Even if I
Don't
was,
try to clean it up.
Shelby ain't ready for no dude like me. Let's
Job
be honest.
is.
Make sure you're moving the
Job
mic
is.
to whoever's speaking.
I got
Your mic.
Cool, what that
you. Yeah, I
mean?
got you.
Okay. Because it ain't on you right now. You can move it.
How long Mike been doing this?
Pause.
I've been seeing about a whole bunch of
Do this
episodes.
when we drip.
Right.
What's this?
There you go.
What we doing with this?
Oh man, yo, you
Go ahead, kid.
just fix it. You good. You good.
You gotta chill.
All right. So, I think I understand what the It's definitely a weird balance. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely a weird balance to want the because I hear this a lot. Like even Mary J. Blige, she said, "Good boys are no fun, but bad boys are no good."
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So in a lot of ways, we see. Oh, he can pass me that real quick. Sorry.
Oh, I'm looking.
All right, I think you ain't got to tighten until it's you good. All right, so you can be switching it now. So, so that's where y'all stand. Do y'all want to respond to anything they said before we move on to the meat of the show?
Pertaining to like the part of one of them.
Yeah, she want to scarcely making it thug.
Like we barely making it to heaven. But
And Maya, she's here to let us know because she good. You know what I'm saying?
Me and Maya not today. So
she
like,
got.
I'm looking for. Well, I got a good church man.
Oh, I was.
Yeah.
I say Maya.
Oh, we're
She's
saved
just
and we have
talking
fun.
topics. She's not really. So you didn't finish last. But Maya, you got yours. So you trying to tell everybody else like I don't know what they doing wrong.
Yeah, like I don't think they finished last. I think as far as like, do it take longer for us? Yeah, because we gotta pray fast. We gotta discern things. Get it? You know what I'm saying? Like I want to make sure it's the right person. So that might take a little bit longer. But as far as like finishing last, like no, I don't think so.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie. I feel like that whole it's gonna take longer. It's only gonna take longer, not because what you said, it's because the people you look up to in this Christian environment got so much dictated and say so when it's not. It shouldn't be like that. That's why it take longer. It's not so much because you gotta pray. It's just more or less people try to play God or people try to do other things when you know what I mean. Yeah, that just threw me off.
Do you mind? Do you mind?
Slow. So my bad. So yeah, that's how I feel about the.
Everybody say, "Hey, Carly." She just walked past.
Yeah.
Hey, babe.
Hey guys, put me on. Lots
Carly
to talk
says
about.
Put me on.
Carly,
Have
did
lots
we
to talk
finish
about.
last?
Carly's definitely gonna be on really soon.
Did we finish last?
The
Girls.
church girls finished last
all girls finish last.
in relationships.
What does it mean?
Like some good guys finish last. Some good.
Go ahead and sit down. No, I'm just
Yeah.
playing.
Finish last in what?
I just say.
Relationships, like
Relationships are like just meeting somebody.
we're gonna.
You ain't never heard good guys finish last? Nice guys finish last?
Carly in her own bubble.
If you
First. I finished first.
I felt it.
if you-
I don't know what this means.
She didn't know what she's talking about.
I don't.
All right. Thank you for your
Carly get out of school.
you didn't know we were live?
School.
Okay, so
Trying to get in. Sorry.
let's see. So that's the only
drop
get
out.
somebody close. Carly, the door. Thank you. So that's the only pushback you had, bro?
Boo.
Not even pushback, really. You just
That's all. Yeah.
well, really, we were talking about more about like the church guys, the Christian guys.
Y'all are boring.
You said we're born.
Defend it.
What do you think
All
about
right.
that?
Honestly, I wouldn't say we born. It depends. Again, it depends on who you're going for pertaining to a Christian guy. Because honestly, I wouldn't say no. We're not born because we do just about the same thing. The only difference is if you're really serving God, you're not pulling a loop. You're not pulling being lukewarm,
Just move
basically.
the stand. Straighten
But
the
like,
stand out.
do you feel like?
Straighten the stand out. Thank you, Josh.
Do you feel like if it's somebody
Yeah, move it
like
down.
that's not really used to the church, you know what I'm saying?
Under
And like
your
you
legs,
take on like
under
a
your chin.
first date and she like kind of used to like a normal lifestyle, like not so focused on God and like not living in the flesh, you know what I'm saying? Do you feel like, say she'd be like, oh, let's go to the club, and you like, oh, I can't go to the club, but like she's been going to the club since she was like 16. Like, do you really think like it'll be like you like her, like y'all got common interests and stuff like that, but it's certain things that you can't go against, or certain things that you just not down for that she just can't really get with. But like, do you not see like where like the boring aspect of that would be?
Is this pertaining to a girl?
Like, say if a girl's trying to date like a Christian man, but she's just a normal girl, like she didn't grow up in the church. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I feel that's a
Turn it
opinion.
sideways.
Oh, like this.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I feel that's an opinion for the simple fact that when I was in the world, I thought that club and stuff was boring. So it's just,
Facts. I like that.
it's like, it's just, day and night with that. Like
Okay.
if she thinks that clubbing is, because you can meet people who's not of God that think that that's not with that clubbing stuff.
Yeah, I get what
That
you're
would
saying,
be
but like,
good.
yeah, but I'm saying like in the aspect of most young people, like when you turn 18, what's the first thing that you say? Well, I can't wait to go to the club. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, say if like you already gave your life to God, you grew up in the church and stuff like that, and she's like, oh babe, for my 18th birthday, let's go to the club. But you like, nah,
That's
that's
not my
not
life,
really
yeah.
kind of what I'm on. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, and she's young, so like this is like when you start doing your first like couple dating experiences and start dealing with women and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It'll be like
I'm not going. So you
So
saying
if they ain't going to the club, they boring, or you just
nah,
giving an
like
example?
it's just different things, like going to the club, going to the lounge.
Nah, I'm not changing how I. Yeah, even if I like you, love you, I'm still not changing my ways. Like if I don't go to the club, you knew I wasn't going to the club when you met me. I'm not going because it's your birthday.
Okay.
No, I'm not saying it like that, but I'm just saying. Like, I'm just saying. It's different things. But I'm just saying, like, I can show you a different life. When I say fun, I'm saying like let's go out and like not church home work. Like let's go make memories together. That's what I'm saying. Like
what?
We traveling. We're going to the museum. I can give you a. I don't. Cause I never been to the club, so I don't. It don't change me.
Look at that God-fearing woman talking. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying.
Okay,
like,
so, all right. So people that don't know, me and her are best friends, right? And we are like night and day.
Yeah.
Like.
You good.
We are night and day. When I say we're like the same person, but night and day
No, we
at
can
the
see
same
that.
time.
We can see that.
Like we agreed on certain things, but we had different reactions.
Yeah.
So it's like certain things where I'm like, sometimes might be like, where you at? Girl, I'm outside in the city. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it works for our friendship. You know what I'm saying? But as far as relationships go, it's like you want to still experience that type of stuff with your partner or the person.
Y'all not gonna be with the same type of men.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if he's like, dang, she always in the club, but it's like, dang, this is what I'm used to. I like being outside.
But at some point, you're going to change your ways. Like, you're going to get older and not want to go to the club. Like,
I don't know about that. I mean, like, yeah, like when I'm like 60, yeah, but like, you know, if I'm like 30.
When you're 60, then you could be boring. It's okay.
Yeah, you tie your bones off. You don't want to do all that. You know what I'm saying? But like when you're young, I mean, I know so many people, and this is me personally, I know so many people, older people that's like, can I go out with you and your friends? And I'm like, whoa, you want to go out with us? You know what I'm saying? But the reason why you want to go out with me because you spent all your life trying to be the good girl, the wholesome girl that you never got to really experience. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Nah.
Really?
No, you can't say that.
I've seen grown people.
That's not true.
I'm not gonna put too many people's business out.
I mean, don't say no names, but we know them type of people to a degree. But honestly, that's not based off because they didn't get to do nothing. It's called
midlife crisis.
You call it twisted. It's called yeah.
A midlife crisis.
No, it's called basically it's pleasure and sin for a season, and what happened is it's one of those. The bad begin to sound better and come off better. I'm trying to see how to put it because for these worldly people.
hello? Wait, hold on. He said what?
I
caught that. Hold on.
What are you talking about?
Hold on. What you say?
Hey Maya, you need to stop being so woke.
Hello.
Oh,
You might not go to the club, but it's different ways to sin.
Oh Lord.
Okay.
I'm about to get to some of these comments in a minute. Do I need to save your mic? Let me get to some of these
Go
comments.
ahead, do some
Let you think for
Maya, I'm trying
let
to
you think for
Maya.
a second. Let me let you think for a
Maya
second.
too much. Don't do this, Maya.
All right.
I'm ready.
Nakia said hello. Alexa said they silly already. The bro shoes. Alexa, you heard Maya say hello, and then let me see.
Hello.
Let me see. Latasha said, "Young with a purpose, we're here."
Hello.
In the building.
And see, Nakia said she said tussle. Let me see. Alexa said she said yes, I'm weak. Let me see if they got some like okay. Brittany said y'all think y'all are daddy and can tell us what to do. Nakia. Now, Mike, it takes longer because you have to pray.
Hello.
See how they handle things.
Thank you.
I might be reading some of this stuff.
Oh my goodness.
With the wrong context. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Jump into it.
Nah, I never said jump into it, but go ahead.
Brittany said, "Why is Josh in the podcast?" Rewind TV said, "Mike, stop reading the comments. Give your authentic opinion, my boy."
That's funny.
Nakia said, "What does lukewarm have to do with eating and being boring?" Alexa said, "Maya not here to play." Latasha said, "She's saying in general." Nakia said, "Dating, not eating." Brochu said, "Shelby, I'm crying." Nakia said, "Facts, Maya." Brittany said, "Mike act like he don't sin." Let me see.
Mike is holy.
Latasha said, "Whoa." Nakia said, "Traveling. I took motorcycle lessons.
See?
Race car driving. Flew an airplane."
There's fun things to do outside of going to the club.
All Shelby talking about sin.
Let me see. There's two more, and then I'm gonna let you speak.
Said it ain't fun.
Okay.
Shelby,
I'm gonna read 2 more, and then y'all can go ahead. Bro Shoes, listen, I get what Shelby is saying only because I've been in church all my life. She said all my life.
All my life.
All my life.
Yeah.
And
All my
it's
life I
some
had to
stuff I wanted to do but can't because I've been in church all my life. For example, dyeing my hair, piercing my ears, getting tattoos, not dwelling on it though. So don't get me wrong. I love my life, my church, and Jesus. Just saying. Y'all know I'm reading these comments, so, you know, I'm not mad at nobody,
Who said
but,
Oreo?
you know, just be ready because I'm reading the comments. As long as y'all cool with it.
I
Y'all say cool with it. So,
did both.
uh-oh.
Hello?
We don't want to change the topic
Okay.
because everybody will start talking about
Yeah,
the same thing.
Clocking in soon.
So, what you were gonna say something, Shelby? About people being boring or Christian people being boring?
No. Dang, I got lost my train of thought.
Well, it's
Forget
cool.
for shit. Look.
Sorry.
Did anybody want to like? Because I have my view on why, you know, the whole boring thing with, you know,
I say
Christian men.
hit your view, then we keep
Yeah. So, first of all,
being done.
so Christian men. I heard this girl asked me one time. She was like, you know, you would never go to the club, and I said no. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't go to the club. I went to some type of, somebody gonna judge. I went to some type of club. It was like they were just dancing, you know what I'm saying? So, but I don't go to the club. You see what I'm saying? So I went before, just hanging with my friends, but it wasn't like, you know, the type of clubs that people like. It ain't no crazy, you know, nothing
It was like
crazy.
a lounge.
Yeah, kind of like a lounge.
Okay.
But I don't advocate
Don't
going to the club. This was years ago.
Okay.
Don't count
So,
that ain't
but
nothing.
this,
No,
but this,
no,
That's like the park.
yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Like,
Like,
the club, I mean, the lounge can get lit.
yeah, that's what I'm
But-
saying. But
Shelby, you will know.
yeah,
So, like,
I'm
I
not
know.
saying like that the club is
That's
boring
like-
because I ain't been there, right?
Yeah.
But what this girl told me, she said, so you can't go to the club, like, so what are you gonna do for fun? But that's the thing that people don't understand when they're like really good with themselves.
Yeah.
You can have the most fun not doing anything, just talking to your homie.
But is that going to satisfy the person that you're with, though? That's what I'm saying.
Obviously, see, but that's the thing. If it doesn't, then
That's not your person.
the
bro.
club is what you need to satisfy yourself. That's a problem. You know what I'm
I
saying?
agree. Okay.
It's a
yeah.
problem if you need the club to be satisfied. That's the whole point.
Can I piggyback off of that?
Yeah.
I get what you're saying, like in the aspect, like there's so many things to do besides the club, but it's not just even the club. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, say if you're with a girl, right, and she cusses a lot, right, or like she just is a little bit like ratchet, like she just got it, it's embedded in her, like, you know what I'm saying? She still knows God, like she knows of God. She doesn't really have a real relationship. When things go bad, she goes to church, cries a little bit, and then she won't be back to the next 6 months. That's
Okay,
exactly what I'm
hold on.
doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But she knows kind of like what's going on. You know what I'm saying? But if she
Well, that's
like,
why we finished last then, because that's what we doing. We're doing it backwards. You going back 6
But, no, I'm
months.
saying-
You gonna forever finish last.
that's not a church girl. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying with the church. I'm saying with the church guy and the church girl. I'm saying like she's not really a church girl, but she doesn't really. You can obviously she doesn't carry herself like a modest church girl. You know what I'm saying? It's not.
Yeah.
It's not really.
She
gonna
know
work.
Jesus, but she
You know what
not,
I'm saying? But
I guess what some people
And-
call
and I
extra
wasn't-
saved. I mean, I don't
you
know.
what I'm
That's
saying?
just
so it's not gonna be like just the club. It's just overall like her demeanor of life. You get what I'm saying? It's not really gonna correspond with you, and you're like, oh, it's just the club. No, it's more than just that. It's just more like life. You know what I'm saying? Like things that she might find funny. That's like raunchy jokes and stuff like that. You may feel like that's a little bit too much.
yeah,
you know
it's
what
a
I'm saying?
spectrum. Like,
Yeah.
like when I get with my friends, there's some jokes that we make that I can't make around like commercial Christians. Because they're so, hey guys, before we start this basketball game, let's come to the Lord in prayer. I'm like, I'm not with that. So there's a spectrum of people, but it's like, cool, ain't nothing wrong with that. Do that. But I think on your point where like women have needs, men have needs.
Yeah.
But sometimes we use temporary fixes to fill those needs instead of what the right thing is, and that takes a lot of searching yourself and searching God and all of that. So that's why I say you don't need, if you need the club, And I'm talking about specifically the club. If you need somebody to understand you, if you need somebody that will listen to you vent, that's different. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. Like if you need a man that's pursuing you even after you're married, like women need that. You know what I'm saying? That's a need. We need to do something. Watching the movie ain't a date. Like we hear that.
Yeah.
We know that's boring. If you just watch, a man has to understand, like we have to do things that are to keep to make sure the woman's not just over here like,
keep the spark going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If all we doing is probably going out to the movies and going out to eat, it's like, this is boring. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to build memories, but in the club is not really a memory. Like, you can't go on a date to the club. I don't care what nobody say. Like, you can
I can't even hear in the club.
You can't hear in the club. Like, you just really just drinking and vibing out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying just specifically the club. I'm saying like in all aspects of somebody that's just not a Christian, like a diehard Christian. Is that like the right term?
I mean, yeah. You can
like a diehard Christian. Like if I'm just not used to like going to church every Sunday, or like if stuff go wrong, I call my mama, and like, my man might be like, call God. Nah, I'm gonna call my mama. She might have the answer. She might give me the answer before God will. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I understand what you're saying.
So to try to like kind of get into it, it's a little bit hard for somebody that never grew up doing it, or somebody that's not ready to convert and get their whole life up to it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's a dedication. I salute anybody that does it. Me personally, like that's cool. But I mean, it's gonna be a little bit harder because a lot of people, they fake love God. You know, not fake love God, but it's a lot of fake Christians out here. They'll be sitting here quoting scriptures, woo, Corinthians 3:16, like, you know what I'm saying?
You don't even know what that is. Hold on now.
John 3:16. I know John, but it's like if you're not really walking that walk and talking that talk, it's like you just like me. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
true.
You might love
That's
God.
Quick question.
Go ahead.
Do you feel like being a Christian woman is not going to be enjoyable? That you have to basically give up things that you like and suffer and live like that?
In 2023,
though.
It's not suffering if
not
you're
suffering.
used to it, but it's like you're gonna run into a lot of.
Taught wrong in the wrong environment because, like, from the they can't hear me though. So
We can't hear.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So
The thing I truly believe in the things that you once loved, you're gonna hate. So
oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
We good? Can I hear you?
shaking the table.
Shaking the table.
if I ask a question,
No.
you gotta ask on the mic.
Yeah. It's not gonna be with it.
But the things that you once loved, like there's things that I enjoy doing that y'all I'm not finna tell y'all about. But
well, hold on now.
there are things that I enjoy doing. But
but
the human thing is like, like I like certain things like drinking and stuff like that. And then you know what I'm saying? Like I'm human. Yeah. But now
I can't even say.
But now
let me tell y'all something. If y'all say anything that y'all want to say, don't get mad at me because it's out there. Because I didn't tell y'all to say nothing y'all just said.
Oh no, baby, I ain't got no shame in my game. But it is what it is.
But to go back to bring,
because we speaking our truth, we speaking the truth, and we let it be known. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I'm not sitting here to say I'm holier than thou. You have a really bad problem doing that, and I'm gonna tell you now on this podcast, you need to stop doing that.
Oh, we've been doing it.
Yeah, call it out.
You do too.
Let's call it out.
This is what I'm saying.
saying.
Like, I truly believe the things that you once loved, you will hate. Like, I'm giving up those ways. So now I don't feel like I'm.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
I don't feel like I'm losing anything. Like, I'm gaining so much more now.
Sorry.
Go ahead, because you know my life more than anybody here.
Wait a minute, let me push back on that, Maya.
Because Shelby would call my phone and be like, do you want to hear? And I ain't gonna lie, I'm not trying to be no city girl no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? I gave up those ways and I'm barely doing that.
You barely a city
girl. You know what I'm saying? So like,
you are young with a purpose now, girl.
Like
but I'm saying, I don't feel like, me personally, like, what you said, like, do you like Christian girls? Like, y'all are harder to relate to for the normal standard person. Like I said, like the times that we're living in, you ain't seeing a lot of girls like I said.
I feel like these are excuses that you're making, bro. Like
I'm saying, it's like fake Christian girls, like, oh, I love Jesus, but the same chick that's in the club.
I feel like
okay, I get what you're saying,
like,
but I feel like at the same time, I feel like this is going off topic. But
I feel like
that's why we here. I feel like you all put like a certain standard toward like Christian girls, like, okay, I said I go to church every Sunday. I never said I was perfect. Like, yeah, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And yeah, I'm going to go to church and I'm going to pray about it. Like, I feel like y'all think that we can't relate. I know exactly what you go through. I know exactly what you do in the lifestyle. I just choose a different lifestyle.
Okay. But we friends. You
All
know
right, so y'all make up. Oh, they're playing.
Oh, no.
This
This
is
is
so I think, well, hold on a second. I'm going to let you talk. I think I understand, like, the what you're hitting at, right? I get, like, because I don't just, like, I hear people and I don't just, well, yeah, girl, well, that's because you're not going to church enough. That's not really the source of what the issue is. You know what I'm saying? First of all, it's like somebody has to be able to understand, like, where you are if they even want to have the correct dialect with you, right? I do think, like, from Maya's perspective, like she's saying, like she's had an experience. So I mean, still, people get saved, and that man is dead, and they don't even understand that man anymore. I don't think we should lose the understanding for the dead man, and some people disagree. I just think we need to lose all communication with the dead man. The you know what I'm saying, like the man that we used to be, person
like
we used to be. Yeah, we need to understand that, because then when other people, we want to preach this to you, and then you're saying stuff, and we're just like, yeah, well, maybe you should just go to church. And
and then you'll run
that's
somebody
what
like
you.
me off, and it's like, all right, you ain't talking.
Yeah,
you got.
You don't never
somebody got to
be
be able to relate to you.
holier than thou. Like, I don't never speak on that level. Like, God said this. Like, nah. Like, I get you. I know exactly where
I mean,
you're
if it works, then I'm doing it.
Yeah,
if it don't, you gotta discern people though.
Like, it'll be like, even today, like, I was just going through something. I'm like, Sheree, I'm about to go out. Should I do all the stuff? But she never, like.
Is that like your middle name or something?
Yeah, like, but I'm like,
okay.
Maya never preaches to me. She's like, okay, just do this and, like, just calm down and we'll do. It's more like a therapy session than like a preaching session. So it's
so
like,
if you go off, it's a good thing we got Maya here.
To, you know what I'm saying?
It's a good thing we got Maya here today. Hopefully, you know, she keep everything balanced. So Mike, you was gonna say something, bro?
No, I was gonna ask Shelby, like, you said you'll go to your mama before you go to God, and I understand why you say that, but yeah, but
do that. Just turn it like that.
Yeah, gotta remember that.
Mike still don't know. I'm trying to figure out
Maya.
Why Mike still getting assistance on the mic?
I've been kicked off this thing for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
But Maya, watch yourself, buddy.
I'm just saying, I'm ready.
Okay.
We didn't even get into the meat of it yet. So
But I'm gonna say this, then we get to the meat. Shelby, because, like, I'm trying to understand. I understand, but I want to understand a little bit more. I would say, hell's not that serious. The clubbing, partying, risking your life it's like, I'm trying to understand. It's like, is it worth it? Like,
why you look, Josh? Why you looking so mad? Like you hate everything they just said. I'm just playing. Go ahead, Mike. I'm sorry. I just messing. He thinking about it. He meditating on the word.
Yeah, I want to see what Shelby gonna say.
Wait, you said, all right, re-say the question. I'm so sorry. Like, you said, why do I feel like clubbing is that serious and is it worth it?
Yeah, I'm asking you because I don't want to assume. Go ahead.
I don't feel like it's that serious. Right?
Hell?
Oh, hell?
Yeah, I'm asking you.
So if I go to the club, I go to hell? Is that what it is?
According to scripture.
Really? I mean, let me know something that I don't know.
Okay, all right. I got you.
If I go to the club, I go to hell?
So we debating the club now.
Okay.
The scriptures say, love not the world or things of the world. If you love the world or love the Father is not in you, he hated. Now, if you want that verse,
yeah, you
so you
can
can study it.
You want
boom.
That's what you want.
But the scripture had it. I can keep going though.
Hold on, but who said I don't love the club? The club is something to do. If God was to come down to them and be like, stop going to the club, I'm like, I don't go to the lounge. Or
yo,
wait. And if you say don't go to the lounge, we're gonna have to figure something out. But I mean, it's not something I love to do, but it's something to do. You gotta think about it. I'm still in my 20s. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's a good
I
excuse.
stay in the biggest city, one of the biggest cities of the world. Like, this is Atlanta. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you want to go out different. You can go to the nail salon. It's hookahs in the nail salon. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's always around you. You know what I'm saying? So it's just something to do. And then once you start doing it, I've been clubbing since I was.
I mean,
I've been clubbing since I was like, I went to my first club was Opera Night Club. I was 16 years old. You know what I'm saying? I had a fake ID. My homegirl, she's 24. I'm in the club. You know what I'm saying?
That was you lied. You set up.
I lied to get in the club. I sure did, and I enjoyed every moment of it. But I'm saying like it, and I think that a lot of, I feel like some people try to make the club seem like it's just so, all we do in the club. I'm not the type of girl. I'm not gonna sit there and go to the club. I mean, I'll drink and stuff like that and have fun, but I'm not gonna sit here and just take some random guy home and just, you know, be so vulgar and stuff like that. It just, me and my homegirls, we drinking, we sipping, we sitting on the table, we singing songs. It's almost like a karaoke kind of, like, if you look at it in that aspect. And I feel people try to make the club.
No,
seem like
honestly,
it's a club.
No, I'm saying, I'm
nowhere
literally
near a
saying,
karaoke.
I just was in the club last week. I'm telling you.
But I
like,
say certain karaoke's, what she said is the same thing goes on.
Like,
now,
yeah,
me
like
personally, I don't want to get so into the club topic. We may hit on it later too. But I will say some karaoke's you're not going to see me at anyways.
But
because of what she's saying.
But it's literally like, I feel like people try to make it such a big deal. Like, somebody going out being young, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm covering up. I'm wearing clothes that are like, I'm wearing a cute little dress. You know, I might have some like flats on or like some heels or something like that. And as soon as I get in the section, I'm put up. I don't go to the club without a section. So I'm sitting around just chilling with my homegirls, my homeboys. We got a drink and everybody just vibing out. You know what I'm saying? I feel like certain people try to make it seem like it's way more raunchier than what it really is in there.
Let me make it
we still got a topic we can talk about.
You.
I'm not trying to go too into the club topic today.
This the point of the whole thing, not just the club. This the point. It's dead serious. It's so serious it's gonna cost your salvation. It's not so much the building itself, because you can turn any place into a club if you really want to go off of it. It's more or less the aspect of you're not representing Christ. Okay. You're taking on a reference of evil and demonicness and worldliness and ungodliness, and it just keep going down a rabbit hole. So yeah, you might be 20, but it's 10-year-old kids in hell. Kids go to hell. It's like, that's what I'm saying. It's not really like, I don't know.
You know what?
I'm not
you need to get you a t-shirt that say kids go to hell.
I'm just saying.
And just wear that wherever you go.
I don't know. I'm just saying, look.
But look,
I get what you're
Shelby,
saying.
you get the last word, and then we move into the next topic.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, I get what you're saying, though. I just feel like it ain't that serious. If I want to listen to some Future in the club, like, I mean, I don't look at it like that.
You gonna hear Future in hell, too.
Cool. All right, so let's move to the next topic, because obviously we're gonna have to have Shelby come back to talk about some more subjects.
Yeah.
So, huh?
The art. You can go to the
Just turn it. Yeah, just turn it.
Tasha said no.
That's for him, and you turn it for you.
You can do all that there.
Yeah, no lot of.
So now we got y'all talked about why Christian men finish it last. What's some of the issues why y'all think, and y'all could say it could be men's fault. You know, maybe men have it are the reason why Christian women have issues in relationships, and it's not really on y'all, or some issues that y'all feel like some Christian women may have that maybe if they changed it, you know, that they wouldn't have as many problems being in relationships. What do y'all think about that? Y'all got any thoughts on that? Like,
wait, what's the question? Like,
as far as like Christian women having issues forming relationships, because that's kind of the meat of what we're talking about, you know.
Okay, well, coming from somebody who's in church, I'm not saying that to be funny, but I
know right there, so
I'm not trying to be funny, but yeah, like I feel like men. You talking about like outside men, or just church men?
I mean, maybe they're picking the wrong people.
Because I know for guys who are outside, like they like, oh, I want this church girl. I love that she's a good girl. Yeah, but you're not ready to. Oh, we got a 40-day fast, or I got to go to church Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Like you're not really ready for that lifestyle, or you're just excited because I'm not in the world. So it's like, oh, I got her put up because I know she's doing this, but you're not really ready for my lifestyle. You know what I'm saying?
You're not ready for that.
So, and then I think when it comes to picking a guy or seeing a good guy, like I was saying, you got to pray, you got to fast, you got to discern, you got to seek, like, is this really the person? Because I'm not finna have no kids and then just be playing around with you. Like, that's not what I'm on. So,
yeah. So do you feel like people, like Christian women, are picking dudes that's outside of the church because the Christian men can be like, not really their cup of tea?
Yeah.
Because you was mainly specifically talking about men outside of church, right?
Yeah. I mean, I've never really seen
My
type of guys in the church. Now,
what's your type of guy?
I'm not saying
Until you found them.
Yeah, but see, I brought him.
And he wasn't.
Oh.
I didn't mean that like.
I don't think there's
Interesting.
nothing wrong with the guys in the church. I'm just saying those guys in the church just weren't.
What plan?
Yeah.
Don't do that, yo.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what did you want to say? You had something to say, Shelby, about these Christian women? What they doing? What they tripping? What they doing wrong?
I mean, as far as the men, cause I don't really know no person. Personally, I don't really know Christian men, but I can say like probably like Christian women dating outside, like men that didn't really grow up in the church. Like I said, they have like a higher standard, if that makes sense, that really people can't keep up with. Like I'm kind of picking back up like what Maya said, like they be saying, "Oh, I want me a good girl, I want me a modern day woman, I want me a Christian gal." You know what I'm saying? But it's like you ain't really ready for that, like,
Or
you know
you're
what I'm
not
saying? Like,
that
you ain't-
yourself. You're not even looking for. You're not
he
giving
be
what
in
you're
the
looking
street,
for.
little Pookie, and like I said, like a lot of dudes have this persona, like I want my woman put up. You know what I'm saying? Like she ain't in the club, she a good girl. You know what I'm saying? But like, keep it a being, he ain't really no good guy though. You know what I'm saying? Like he ain't.
But you don't want the good guy, so would you see him?
I brought mine too.
Are you even notice the good guys?
Okay.
She said you didn't see the good guys. The ones that you want. I just wish she
The
was
good
a little
guys,
more
I don't
saved
know
than
why.
that.
Like I done been
Like,
to a
what
lot
do
of
you want,
churches.
Shelby?
Them good guys don't be looking like nothing.
Shelby, what you want?
They don't be looking.
I'm gonna let y'all talk. I'm just gonna sit back
If you
for a
come
minute.
across a fine
I'm just
church
gonna sit
boy,
back for a
Okay,
minute.
look, and this is just me.
the church
and this
boys
is
be
not
looking different.
Oh wow!
I'm sorry, they be looking different.
No. Talk about it.
All the way up
Talk
and
about what
like-
is it? What the church boys be doing?
They just look different. Like
I need to know.
if y'all
I'm
came
taking
with
notes
some
right now.
pressure, if y'all
I'm just
came
playing.
with some different pressure,
boy,
like
you know what I'm saying?
it would be a different story.
What is this pressure you speak of?
Look,
Look like you've been outside, like you
Look
see
like
people
you actually
that
know what's going on in 2023.
You don't know.
Be out here with your whole biting up all the way up here, hands all the way up, and breathing.
Wait,
yeah.
Button your shirt.
Do I need to? Hold on. Do I need to? I gotta show some skin. Are you serious?
Yeah, but like, chill.
I gotta show some skin.
Hey, yo,
Loosen up.
that was as far as the key, man.
Why did y'all tell me to come with a t-shirt?
Hey, look, we gonna,
Y'all should have worn. You can't. But hold on.
I'm just being
I need
honest.
I need a wife.
If you button it up one more, you better look like
You know,
I need a wife.
hey, Sheree, look.
There we go. All right, here we go. It was buttoned up too high.
you gotta do something different.
It don't be.
Okay, I'm gonna give y'all advice. This is 101 because they not gonna tell y'all this. It's how you come into a church.
Wait, you can't be losing breath every time you say it. I'm focused and taking notes right now.
It's how y'all come to church, okay? Loosen up. Give
Don't
us
come in there like
give
you
me a
ready
little
for an
bit.
interview.
Nah, I ain't gonna hold y'all. We gotta do better too, cause we'll come with a Pentecostal skirt on and some tissue.
Yeah, y'all be looking like that. Y'all do not be giving.
Yeah, them jean skirts.
We gotta change it.
Them jeans skirts all the way down
I'm
to the
telling y'all,
I ain't gonna
we
lie.
gotta change it up a little bit.
I ain't gonna lie.
telling
I'm
y'all.
a different type of dude. Them jean skirts and the highlighted Bible. Where you at, girl?
If you give me somebody
I'm
that
a
look
different
like
kind of. I'm a.
You did
some
I'm
style, I'm going for it.
I'm telling you.
Hey,
That's what I think.
I don't care because you know the thing is like there are different preferences. You know what I'm saying? So
yes.
I'm not ashamed. You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna need to go to
What I like is
go to a
probably-
mega church if you're looking for a man.
Shoot, they don't be talking about nothing either.
Wow. See, he ain't got no chain
These
on.
small churches, I'm
He ain't
telling
coming
you,
with
like
it.
everybody, we all close. Like that junk is weird. Yeah, like
My type of dude ain't everybody type of dude. So
I know he scarcely making it in. That's what you described.
I like the neck tattoos, the little
Oh Lord.
dreads. But he done went through a lot. Probably been shot a couple times, and he just finally gave it up to Christ.
I know we know somebody like that.
Hey, I'm like, ooh, yes, we finna make
She
it
said
together.
she know. She. Nah, I ain't gonna say it. Who? Oh no, I'm just talking stupid.
Okay. But yeah, that's just. But that's not everybody's type. You know what I'm saying? Like I just like a little rough around the edges. You know what I'm saying? But when I go to church, and if I like my dudes rough around the edges, and I go to church, and I see a whole bunch of Steve Urkels, it's like, child, I'm really here for church. Like I'm not here for no man. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want all them.
Ashley.
Yeah, I'm not even offended. I be trying to understand people.
Oh, he fine now.
Oh, what,
Yeah,
it was
like
that
you said-
episode, right? Like
you do it
a
every
nutty,
time.
nutty
It's
professor
yeah,
type
a
thing.
little bit of
You
swag.
able to.
You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta come looking like the deacon son. Like I don't need all that. Like
Yeah, right.
I am the deacon's son, so
I mean, but you get what I'm
y'all
saying.
so funny. You know, so funny. They saying and they don't even know who I am.
Nah, we get it.
No, I'm just playing.
So you ain't got no chance. That's all this man.
Yeah. But the thing is, that's interesting
See,
to
but
me.
I might not even be his type. So it's like
That's okay. See, the reason I said jeans, skirts, tennis shoes, right?
You know what I'm saying?
Obviously, like
That ain't a look.
that's
That ain't a look.
no.
That ain't never been cute.
I'm not saying like I'm saying if maybe it's just the way I grew up, but it's not like that I need somebody to be okay with doing that, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's not a preference. I'm just saying if I see it, I'm gonna tell you what it is about that. The jean skirt and the tennis shoes.
That's a quick look. We gotta hurry up and throw something on.
Amish.
I can see. I may not be able to judge the book by its cover, but you can see something. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I know
There's
what you're
something you
saying.
can. So it's not even
Yeah.
about the outfit, right?
Yeah.
Because the outfit, you just chilling. That ain't your outfit. You chilling. You know what I'm saying? You could when you know how to do the dress when you come into church. You know what I'm saying? That's totally different. That's not your real dress style. You know what I'm saying? Like your dress style is when you dress up. But the blue jeans and the tennis shoes shows you a little bit about who the person is.
Yeah,
Just a
I know what
little
you're
bit.
saying.
You may not be able to tell. You still got to do your research. I'm just saying.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
So you're
you can
basically
see
going
an
off of
idea.
You got a little bit of
You're
insight.
going based off of first impression.
Well,
so
no.
this girl could be the devil.
Not
Like, you know what I'm
committing
saying?
off
Like,
of first impression. That you have a little bit of insight. You can see some. Okay, she's probably loyal to a church. You see what I'm saying? Like you
I get what
ain't no
you're
doubt in
saying.
that. So
Oh,
then it's
she-
like I can get a little closer. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that's
but
all
that
I'm
doesn't
saying.
mean just because you're loyal to a church doesn't mean like you can still be a messed
That's true.
up person.
That's true.
Yeah, we're not saying that we holy.
Some people say you can't judge a book by the cover, but there are some things on the outside that if you've paid enough attention and had enough experience, they will line up and show you a little bit about what's on the inside.
I get what
You're
you're
going to get different people, but sometimes, like if you see a woman, short skirt, like you already got some
you gotta-
insight.
I see you
yeah, I get what you're
trying.
saying.
You
That's
battling
all I'm
something, but
saying.
you
I get what you're
trying.
saying.
You don't know who
It
she
was good.
is. I'm just saying you got a little bit of insight.
Yeah.
So I know I'm probably not going to walk in that direction.
Yeah.
I kind of got enough just from what I
You
see.
can discern
To know what
It's easy. It's like
Yeah.
it always matches.
No, that was
Bar-
the reason why I said that.
Bree said married a whore.
And I don't like to use.
How y'all think y'all know about
I don't.
That's our job.
It's in Hosea. They corrected me on that. It was in Hosea, not Ezekiel. I said it wrong. But that was a specific thing. I don't want to use like anecdotes in the Bible to like dictate my life. If Jesus told me to do it, then
That's what
yeah.
I'm saying,
But
they
Jesus
don't
didn't tell me
mean
to do that.
The reason why. Never mind.
He told him to. He told him.
He gave a whole book
Yeah.
of Proverbs
They can't
chapter.
hear you. They can't hear you.
He did a book. He did Proverbs chapter 31 to let you know what type of person is a wife to you. And then he said to be in modest apparel. So you may have a different opinion of what that is.
Yeah.
But, you know, at least have a mindset, God, I want to be modest. Show me the way.
But
Yeah.
If you ain't got that, then it's like,
Change. That's why he told him to do it.
honestly, huh?
I knew that person could be changed. That's why he said married before. I'm pretty sure she changed.
No,
That's
Bray.
true. That,
No, Bray.
but that's what I'm gonna say. That's what I'm saying. Because
I
we
know the
can't.
answer.
Because Brittany, we can't even hear you on the mic anyways. We can't hear you on the mic anyways.
Stupid.
Y'all
Please
can-
get her a mic so she can
No,
say
no,
that.
no. We can't because we ain't got no camera over there. We ain't got no mic and no camera. It's all right.
Say it on the phone.
So look,
Type
Come
in
on,
the
Brittany.
chat.
Yeah.
Oh, answer your
yeah, just type, just
Type
tell
it
us
in
how
the
you
chat so I can
with your
respond to
fingers.
that.
So look, if there was a, let me see, a man that was not saved, that was a player, right?
Okay.
Would you say because it happened in the Bible, oh, I'm gonna go for that? Or would you be like, nah, if I don't have to, why would I not get the best chances that I could possibly have?
Give me the
Right?
verse.
So Hosea, God got to tell this man to do that, first of all. Whatever the story is, God had to tell him to do that.
Yeah.
But is that the standards for a good wife? No. So why would I go with that?
Yeah.
Why would I want to set myself up to where my daughter
Good chances.
may be more like the prostitute? Why would I want my daughter to take on those traits possibly? I don't want to take a chance. Because you don't know
Well, you don't have to
if
go
that
through
wife
it.
is going to be saved or not.
I get that part.
So don't take a chance on it. See what I'm saying? But did anybody else have anything they wanted to piggyback off of? Or we're going to move to the next topic?
No, it's my question.
Type it in the chat so they can
It's
see
in the
it.
chat.
He told him to marry a horse so he can feel what God feels.
It-
That's
it-
the
Not
reason.
answered my question.
That's the question.
Let me see. What's the
All right, what's the
question?
question?
What's the question? Because I don't see it in
It
here.
didn't pop
Neither
up.
is Josh, and he had the square. I don't know what that.
Yeah, all I see is neither is Josh, and he had the screen.
Man, she thought she was doing something. I don't know if you typed it in.
It's right there.
I thought you wasn't stuck. Where is it, at the top or is it at the bottom?
It's not there.
It's not in there.
Nikia says stop being petty.
Brittany, it's not there.
It's the reason why it's not there.
It's not there because it was wrong. It was
I don't
wrong.
see it.
Question, how was it?
They got Brittany
Because
blocked.
the wrong.
I'm looking at it.
Brittany blocked.
Mike, did you figure out how to block people?
I wish.
Well, what's the question?
Alexis said Brittany.
Why did it happen?
God knew that she would change. Otherwise, he would not have told him to marry.
But see, that's you see,
no,
but
no.
keyword,
Suffered?
keyword,
Yes, he did suffer.
Brittany, keyword.
How did he suffer? He was
Hold on
literally
a second,
feeling
hold
what
a second.
God was feeling. Well, he told Hosea to marry the whore so he can feel how God feel with Israel. So yes, he was suffering the whole time. He was suffering.
But
I
either way it goes,
I don't want to suffer.
But look, either way it
don't wanna
goes,
suffer.
Brittany, you said the
Yeah,
key
go
word.
read it.
I'm running.
You said the
I
key
don't
word. It don't even matter, even if that's not true, which I'm pretty sure it is.
No, it's true.
God knew. That's the whole point. If God knows, no, I'm just speaking for people in the audience.
When it comes to scripture, we gotta make it clear. It's true.
No.
It's
But
true.
look, listen, it don't even matter. That's what I'm saying. The whole point is, like you said, God knew. So if God knows and he tells me, that's totally different. You don't live a life like the thief on the cross because he said, you're going to be with me in paradise. Why would you live your life like that? Like, you don't know if the next thief on the cross is going to make it in because Jesus ain't there to tell him he making it in. So you don't live your life on the edge just because it happened in the Bible.
Yeah.
That doesn't make no
that's not
sense.
Wisdom.
Yeah.
Yeah. We go with we don't look for loopholes in order to live our lives. So let me get to okay. Let me see. So we were talking about Christian women, why they finish last. And one of the things that Maya brought up, I mean, you probably weren't making this point, but would you say that a lot of the times Christian women, they want the wrong guy? Or you think it's maybe we need to find a balance and we need to step up so we can not be so maybe Christian men are too nice, too much of a nice guy. Like, where do we find balance in that?
I don't think there's nothing wrong with a nice guy. Definitely
A corny guy. It's okay.
Yeah, like, but I'm saying, like, just don't be so heavenly good, like, where we can't relate to the real world. Like, let's do normal, fun things. Like, yeah, like, there's nothing. Nah, I'm not looking for a yes man, but, like, you know what I'm saying?
We
Like,
can't go to the movies because that's a sin.
you know what I'm saying? Or if it's not a godly movie, we can't watch it. Like,
Keep
I
that.
was talking about myself. No, I'm just playing.
Oh,
I'm just playing. I'm just playing. That's a whole nother topic. We'll talk about that another
Brittany
day.
gonna get an episode in.
yeah.
She need an episode in.
Yeah, we don't give a
We're gonna
shit.
let it slide. Don't say nothing, Mike.
I feel like I done seen some church women that try to, like, you know, push their belief on the wrong guy too. Like, I feel like this too, like, and this is not even just going for just church women, this is going for a lot of women. I'm you know, a victim of this too. Like, you know, like, you get the wrong guy, and sometimes you know that this is the wrong guy, and you want to convert him or, like, try to make him better, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
Beauty
you'll
and the
spend
Beast.
all your time trying to beat the dead horse, you know what I'm saying? Like, say if a Christian girl, like, if it's the wrong guy, he don't want to learn about Christ, he don't want to get to know Christ, he just don't want to do none of that. And you're trying to be like, oh, okay, I want you to be a godly man. But if it's not embedded in him or he doesn't want to change, that's not your person. You know what I'm saying? And you're trying so hard to get this person to the standard where you want to be at that you end up depleting yourself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's never going to work. You know what I'm saying? And I personally feel like God kind of already know your journey, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He does. Like, God knows who's for you. He knows the journey that you're going to go through. He knows the people that you're going to encounter. And it's all up to you how you go through that journey and handle those type of people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, people got to know when it's...
What's the question?
It's like, do you know to find balance?
The different guys and stuff like that. Like, do they
maybe picking the wrong guys.
Oh. So I'm saying, like, I feel like some people, like, some Christian girls or even just some girls in general try to get a bad guy, try to make him good. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, like, God knows who you're going to be with. You know what I'm saying? And who's for you and who's not for you. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if you got to push your beliefs and all that stuff on somebody that's not really for you, like...
You mean like compromising
your
beliefs
know what I'm saying? Like, you being a dead horse because he's never going to be the person that you want him to be unless you actually want to change and find Christ. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I do feel like sometimes some girls go for the wrong guy and they be trying to make him the right guy. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to deplete yourself doing that. I ain't going to lie. You're going to be tired, real tired. I'm tired. I ain't gonna lie.
You agree? You agree with what she said? The Beauty and the Beast
do you feel like Christian girls go for Christian guys? Because I've seen a lot of bad guys with some good girls, and I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, like, yeah, definitely, yeah. Heavy on that. I'll bring mine in, because I don't think there's...
Like, would you get a guy that you know not, like, in the church and try to convert him and make him a good
I'm not
guy?
converting nobody.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not converting nobody.
But have you seen girls do it, though?
I've seen them try.
Do they succeed?
Sometimes they do. Like,
you said you're not doing what?
I'm not. No, I mean, if the guy, I think, no, for my situation, like, you didn't go to church, you don't really know God, but sadly, you want me so bad that if it's something that if that's the walk I'm on, then you're deciding to go on that walk, and you just gonna so happen to follow into God, like, you're gonna run into him.
How many times out of 10 do you feel like it happens, though?
A lot. Like, for me, I done brought some people to church and they like, oh, I just got done. Like, they praying more, they reading the Bible, like.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, does it still...
I don't get that far into a situation. Like, if in the door, like, do you go to church? You believe in God? Okay, no? Okay, that's good. You're not for me. Like, I'm not trying to convert you. That's not my job. I'll tell you about it, but I'm not taking it further than that. So I don't know. I don't go further than that.
All right. So, do you think that, how do you feel about y'all's expectations towards men? You think it's a balanced thing, or do you think, or maybe men have the issue with setting our expectations? Like, I just like to think about it on both sides. You know, what y'all think about this?
Yeah.
As far as, like,
it's an issue in a lot of relationships. Like, some women set their expectations
high. Okay, yeah. I know for a fact, like, in the church, they want to get married, have kids, build a lifestyle. Like, yeah, the pressure is definitely on. Like, I'm dating on purpose. Like, I'm not here to waste time.
Your Christian man got to be 6'4".
Oh, okay.
I'll compromise if he's 6'2".
Yeah. I mean, I ain't that picky.
Six figures. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so expectation for men for me.
And you got to have a full ministry in the church. Sometimes it just depends on who it is.
I mean,
if that's what God has for me, now I ain't gonna lie. I think as a man, there's certain things God ain't got to tell me you supposed to be having. You supposed to have a job. You supposed to have some money to take care of both of us before you even approach me. Like, there's just certain things is given. Like, God ain't got to tell me that. But as far as, like, working in the ministry, you don't got to do all that. But, you know.
That's so funny because I asked a question last week. I said, would you rather have a man that's making $80,000 a year, and he comes to church most Sundays, no Wednesdays? Save me some of that, Carly. Some he comes to church most Sundays, don't really come on Wednesdays, but he making $80,000 a year. He in the audience, he read his Bible, right? Or the guy that's making $40,000 a year, and he preaching, right? Or some type of full-time
Give me the
ministry.
80.
Which one?
Give me the 80.
How much the last one was making?
80.
40,000.
40.
We
My
barely
40
making
plus
it.
your 60. We straight.
No.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. That's
If he
a
making
tricky
80
one.
a year, and
he's-
you still try to go
That's
to
hard,
church,
y'all. That's hard.
yeah, that's my type of man right there. We
He
might
going
not
to-
make it together. Like,
And he
okay.
just coming to church. Like,
What if he
just
coming to
sometimes.
church because of you?
Is that a problem? Well,
I don't know. Y'all
I
talking.
mean, you tell me
talk
is that
about
a problem?
it.
You tell me.
We just talking general topics.
This dude's going every single day and ain't getting nothing.
I mean,
yeah. That ain't no money.
I'm gonna let them go in after.
Okay,
I'm gonna let them on
take-
you. I'm gonna let the dogs on you.
I'm not gonna lie.
We gonna
Yeah.
start that.
I might take the 80. He coming. Okay, it's
He coming for you.
It's
Though. He not coming because he want to.
Wait, he coming for me?
Yeah, I mean, possibly. You never know. He
You
could
can come for me. You
he
gonna run
could
it to
be
God
saved.
either way.
You
We
know,
trying to
who
get him in the
knows
door.
the statistics of
Give
men
me the
that
80.
stay in
Give me
church.
the 80.
Give me the 80.
Give me the 80. You need to provide.
All right, all right.
Then
And
when
you-
I bring it to the table too, we gonna be straight.
Don't count too much of mine, but
Yeah.
mine don't
Just
count.
enough, like probably the water bill.
In the comments, y'all put y'all's answers, man. One is for the
that's
$80,000. Two is for the $40,000
Okay,
preacher.
Ashley, for the 40, he's coming to church.
Oh, he's
faithfully,
faithful.
and he's in the ministry. I ain't
He's
gonna
faithful.
lie. Call me crazy. I think I might take it.
Whoa, for
You
real?
ain't praying. You praying for him, but he praying for you. Which I'm not gonna say the dude that's making more money won't pray for you, but it ain't no hallelujah. God's gonna hit. It's a man. I want you to love the Lord, and you know, like he don't really. You know what I'm saying? He prayed.
Do I love him?
It sounds like you do.
You not gonna love me for it?
I'm saying like.
Well, I don't know if you love to do.
Oh, that's hard.
If you
I'd
love,
have
if you
been
love
with
him, you
somebody
probably pick
without it,
either
so I'll
one.
do 40.
You do.
Give me the 40. Well, how much is that every 2 weeks?
Maya 40.
How much is that every 2
We
weeks?
are in the
What was it
affliction.
looking like? 1,500? What's that? 1,500 every 2? That's not, hold on, let me see.
We in the
Can he
inflation.
take
You
up an
talking about
offering?
40?
He can
Hey
take up an
man,
offering.
this conversation
money
going
with
good,
80.
bro. Hey, like the video, man.
I don't know, y'all.
Like
That's a
the
tricky
video
one.
and subscribe, man. Well,
Oh,
we don't know that for sure.
You don't know if the 40 going ahead.
You don't know if the. I mean, well, you don't know if the 80 going to hell.
The 40 could be sitting
heaven.
here preaching hallelujah God and be beating on me when I get home. Give me the 80. Where the money at? At least you trying to go to church.
You don't know about both of them. You don't know if
Alright,
the one who ain't coming to church,
wanna
he
cry
cheating
now?
on you because he got a housewife. He got a
You wanna
a
cry
work
the
wife.
Honda?
That's
He
funny.
got a work wife, so
the
either way you
brochures
not
just
happy.
said that the
You
man
wanna cry
coming
the
every
Honda or you
Sunday
wanna cry the Rolls Royce?
might be beating
I
shouty
don't want
at
to cry,
home.
period. World, I ain't finna settle for which one I want to cry with.
The kid said he can be preaching and treat me like trash.
You get what I'm saying?
Okay, so
Just because
y'all
you're
got
in
something
the
to say
church
on this?
doesn't mean
We're
that-
not saying the churchmen are perfect. Okay, we get that.
You got something to say? Cause y'all gonna respond.
They must be the
man.
church boys we talking about.
I thought they
All right,
wanted to smoke.
'cause I got stuff to say, but I ain't trying to.
Nah, I say this: we do represent real church boys. We do represent the real church boys because, honestly, it's not even a hard decision, even for men, if the tables were turned. Because do we seek after material things, gain, women, men, or we seek after God?
And gain the
See,
world.
so what just happened was, right? Hold on. What just happened was, right? No offense to y'all, but also the people that's texting.
What you say?
Hold on.
What you say?
Hold on,
Maya, you good? But
Hold on.
stuff happens. Stuff
I
happens.
can't hear.
this is a preacher man, right?
But all I'm gonna say is this: it show where your heart is right now, and it's not just for y'all. No fade. It's people in the text that's texting. Oh, but he could be a Christian man. It's more you safer to be following a man that's following God.
You agree with him, but you don't know why.
Yeah, that might not beat
I'm just
on you
playing.
versus this guy that can give you a house, a car, and you still be yours in hell. Like I guess hell get
Show your
real.
face.
I mean, hell get
Show
real,
your
right?
face.
When you die and go before God. I think that's when you know. What I mean, yeah. Get their face because you know.
Look at Shelby.
Yeah. That's called judgment, y'all. She's being judged right now. So yeah, don't do that.
Mike, can you tell me why you said to take the 40?
Now, can I say one thing before I forget?
Go ahead.
I'm
gonna answer you, Maya.
If I'm dating a man, right, and he's making more money, and he's not as involved in the church, you know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
All right, imagine this. Micah could be praying for 6 hours straight, and I could be praying 30 minutes a day. I can still have a better relationship with God than what Maya got.
That's fact.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't care how much you in the church. What are you doing outside the church? You get what I'm saying? What morals are you stand on? It don't. That's what I'm saying. Like, trying to be respectful, but it's like people think because I'm in church. I go to church on Wednesday. I go to church on Sunday. I don't miss a Monday. I mean, it's like 4 different days that people be going to church. I'm like, dang. But at the end of the day, some of y'all still going to hell.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
It makes
you know what I'm
perfect
saying?
sense.
Yeah, y'all go at
it's
it.
not
Man.
even a safer thing. It's about the person that you with and the moral that they stand on. You know what I'm saying? I don't gotta be sitting here praying on my knees, speaking in tongues and stuff like that. I would know my relationship with God. You know what I'm saying? I know me. I'm not a perfect person by far. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I know I stand on certain type of morals. I'm not the same Shelby I was when Maya met me. And she can vouch for that to this day. You know what I'm saying? I'm a work in progress. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't have to be in church. I don't have to keep going all this stuff. It's certain things where I feel in my heart, I'm like, nah, that ain't right. I'm not going to do that. But back in the day, 18-year-old Shelby, I was on that real bad. Real bad. Yeah, I was
Lord
on that.
Jesus.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank the
So I don't have
testimony.
to be sitting here crying, praying, speaking in tongues all day. It's not about how long you're in church for or what you're doing. It's what you do outside the church that really matters to me. You know what I'm saying?
It's both. It's both.
No, it's not.
No, yes, it is. You
because
got
I can
in
never
some type
go to
of way.
church. You get what I'm saying?
No, in some type of way, Shelby, you have to feed your soul, whether you believe that or not.
I'm saying, but you don't have to
feed
do it in
I'm
the
not.
church.
Okay, I get what you're saying. You don't have to go for. Yeah, you do.
No, you don't.
Okay,
look,
Like, I
that's
could
a
never
whole
go
nother
to
topic.
church and I could study my Bible. It's people that go to prison.
That's a
You
good
know what I'm
topic.
saying?
That's
It's
a really
people-
good topic.
It's people that go to prison. You know what I'm saying? And sit in prison in that cell for a minute. You know what I'm saying? They ain't never went to church. You know what I'm saying? They sit by themselves and they learn the Bible by themselves.
Hey,
you know what I'm
Shelby,
saying?
all I have is an excuse, honestly.
No, bro, it's not.
I'm just being transparent.
Yeah,
I'm
let's
just being
turn this
honest.
up a little bit.
All
You
I
see
hear
where
is
I'm
an
coming
excuse.
from?
No, I hear where you coming from. Nah, I hear where you coming from, but it's an excuse. You just say, like your excuse is they can still be doing all that and doing bad. No,
It's some people that sat there and probably grew up in the church, went to prison, and they probably learned more on the Bible studying it by themselves than they did from a preacher. You know what I'm saying?
That's how God worked. That's how God worked. But the look
Okay,
at
so
but
what
the
I'm
look at
saying is you can't say that and be like, oh, they go to church Wednesday, Monday, Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Like, it don't matter how long you going to church. What are you learning from that Bible? You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so go back to what I said. Then what is this? Why are you making an excuse? That's your excuse. Anybody that speak the way you just did, that's an excuse, yo. How? Because your excuse is just because they do all this don't mean they right. So I could take the man that's gonna present me with tangible material things, so I could at least be happy
I'd
right now.
rather be happy with the tangible things.
And burn in hell?
Wait, can I ask what's the moral goal in all of this? Like, what are we talking about? Like, are we talking about a relationship and getting closer to God and stuff?
that's
Or are
what
we
I'm
talking
getting at.
about the?
We're talking about no matter how
the
long you
ultimate
stay in
goal.
church. No matter how long you stay in church, you know what I'm saying? Does that make your relationship better with God? If
No.
the man is sitting here going to church, right? He's making $40,000, but he's a preacher. You know what I'm saying?
I get.
But the man
I
with
get that.
$80,000, he might not go to church as much, but he might even stand on better more than the man that's sitting here being a preacher. You know
I
how
don't
many
think
preachers
so.
there
But
are?
look, going to church is part of it though.
Yep.
Do you know how many preachers are false prophets? You know how many preachers sit there and get into the church just so they can get funds out of people?
Look, I get what you're saying, but going to church is a part of the scripture. Say, forsake not the assembly of yourself, as so much you see the day approaching. So going to church is a part of your everyday of living with Christ. Now, yeah, people go to church and they don't live according to scripture outside the church, and that's what you getting at.
So it's a waste of gas you going up to the
but I'm gonna
church.
say this: if your man, no matter how much your man making, I said on the last podcast when he had the same question, no matter how much your man making, if he not leading you in the house of God,
Okay.
y'all going to hell.
Facts.
What you mean you ain't
Yeah,
gotta go?
thank
No.
you.
No.
Thank you.
No.
We going down there, we still going down. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, no. But I didn't say that though. What I said was that's part of being a Christian man. Of course, you got people in the church that's going to hell. That got people that go to church every day and going to hell.
Facts.
But scripture say, forsake not the assembly of yourself. As so much you see the day approaching. What you mean? What if they going to work?
When are you going to?
What you mean? When I'm not at church? What are you talking about?
He the pastor.
Wait.
He the pastor, so he making 40.
No.
So he's the pastor, so he got to be at church. That's how
I mean, but it is what it is. I mean, if your man making less than 40, but he leading you in the house of Christ, and you doing the
There we
thing,
go.
I'm not even happy.
you know what? I ain't gonna lie. What I'm hearing, the thing is, y'all saying y'all treasures on earth.
Come on.
That's honestly what it is. Y'all saying y'all treasures. I ain't even gonna lie. y'all saying y'all treasures on earth. That's what the whole thing is about.
I'm not gonna suffer on earth with you.
Hey yo, I'm gonna say this. He said if you don't suffer now, you ain't gonna make it in the kingdom according to scripture. Pause. The second thing too, he said is he gonna look at your attendance when he come back. Praying. Oh, you don't act. You gonna embarrass yourself. You gonna embarrass yourself. You gonna embarrass yourself.
Type it in the chat. Type it in the chat.
What did Tasha say?
Type it in the chat so they can hear you. Type it in the chat so they can hear you.
It's already bad. We making 40 and we making less than that.
Just keep it straight, man.
I mean, but no. But you know it's gonna be worse.
Bend it down.
You know, but no. But you know it's gonna make it worse if you have a 6-figure man and he leads you to hell.
Come on.
That's gonna be even worse. You worried about suffering on earth, but what about suffering for eternity in hell?
Well,
nobody's
finishing last.
I'm not suffering.
No. My thing is why we not accounting for that?
I hope y'all can.
Why we not accounting for that?
I hope y'all can.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I'd rather be broke and suffer now to open my eyes in heaven with whoever following me as I follow Christ. Anything else is for the birds, bro.
I hope y'all can hear me. If you making less than 40, we suffering on earth. I'm not doing this.
Disagree.
I mean, y'all can hear.
We not disagreeing with that.
I've been yelling on this mic for a good minute, and I hope y'all can hear me.
You can keep it like that.
If you're making less than 40 with me, we gonna be suffering together. You're not gonna be happy with me, baby. No, you're not gonna be happy
That's
with
why
me.
God not gonna say to your husband.
If it's a committed relationship and we together, you making less than 40, we're suffering.
It's an inflation, y'all.
It's inflation.
But look.
But you want to be in church preaching, and we not even making no money, and you probably leading me to hell anyways.
I mean, that's your fault.
I mean, if you chose a broke man that's gonna lead you to hell, you suffer in both places. That's your fault.
Okay,
that's your fault.
Then that's a double murder. Like you don't know, you suffering for real.
No, it's not gonna be murder.
Let me ask y'all a simple question, because this is what it comes down to. Would you rather your man have money, or would you rather him be saved?
Ooh,
I just made it more black and white.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, let Shelby answer that question.
Wait. Dang, y'all good.
Would you rather him have money?
Okay, how much is he making if he's saved? What?
Just say saved.
Y'all suffering.
We suffering.
Yeah.
Less than 40.
The fact that you gotta ask that question, he could get saved. Scarcely make it in. Thief on the cross.
I'm not a materialistic person for her. Like,
okay.
No, I'm serious. I'm really not a material. I love love. You know what I'm saying?
So why you want
and
that
I will
much money?
accept somebody for what they got.
She sure will. No,
I will accept somebody for what they
Yeah.
got. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm a victim. I was trying to build somebody up.
Cause they
You know
don't
what
be
I'm
coming.
saying?
They don't be coming with 40.
It be too much going on. But I'm saying like.
Take your time.
You gonna do saved?
You finna cry? Let God speak to you.
I'm saying, and I don't want to come up like, oh, Shelby just care about money. No, I don't. I promise you, I don't care about money. But if you don't want to better yourself, you know what I'm saying?
It's the ambition
if
for
we're
you.
trying to eat off of the Bible not gonna feed my stomach. I'm a big chick, you know what I'm saying? I'm hungry. I don't want to be sitting here just. All you doing, like, what are you doing, like a Jehovah Witness? You're not making no money. Like you just out here just.
You know what's funny about that though? I will correct you on that. The principles that are in the Bible, the world uses those biblical principles to make money. So that's what people don't understand.
Okay.
There are principles that are in the Bible. Count the cost before you build the tower. He wants us to be stewards. He wants us to store up like the ants. There are things that are in the Bible that the world uses and they benefit from it. Because everything that you do in the Bible, you will benefit from.
Okay.
But the problem that we run into with a lot of preachers is they don't have good stewardship over their money. So when you see a lot of broke preachers, a lot of times it's because they're not disciplined with their money.
Facts. Come on,
Most preachers should be able to have income. I just raised the question just to kind of get a sense of where people's values are. And it's not to say that you're, I'm not saying that you're materialistic.
Yeah.
I'm letting you speak for yourself on that.
Pick one.
So which one are you doing?
He's not saved. I mean, maybe he could get saved. Who knows?
No, we're not doing that. Black and white.
Make it black and white.
Black and white. I mean,
if it's black and white, I don't know.
In the ultimate,
it should be obvious.
Okay.
When I'm going to hell, you ain't got.
That's not true. She's supposed to follow him as he followed Christ. What we talking about?
But he ain't following Christ.
If he ain't lead his household right, y'all both going to hell.
Which one is
That is what
it?
it is, man.
Yeah, which one is it?
Well, I wouldn't say that
Alright,
because
Man,
I
I'm
wouldn't.
sorry.
No. The reason I wouldn't say that is because there are a lot of women that stay with God and their men, the husband can still go to hell.
Because they're
But I
under
get
their
what y'all
umbrella
saying.
now.
Let's keep it black and white.
You're
though,
under their
Ken.
umbrella.
Let's
I
keep
mean,
it black and
yeah.
white.
Somebody saved or somebody making money.
We need her
I
answer.
mean-
This need to be documented. Come on.
You got to think
I'm
about
gonna screen
it.
record this.
You gotta think about it.
We
It don't
how much money?
matter.
Whatever
Black
matter
and
you want.
white.
Whatever
Are we
matter
talking
you
about
want.
like endless amount of
Let's
money?
talk about.
Yeah.
Let's say money
Like
that
money
gains the world and loses soul.
Elon
Let's
Musk.
talk about money like that.
Elon Musk money? I mean, I go to church. I'm good with my soul. I'm picking the Elon Musk.
Whoa, yo, this is terrible, bro.
So
Wait,
now I gotta
wait.
I have a billionaire, and I have to decide if I
Alright.
want to be a billionaire that's
We
not
going
really that
somewhere
saved
now.
with God.
So I got a question now.
Oh,
so you
I gotta
okay?
answer.
So you okay with the person? This is your husband. So this is a person that you love dearly, who also gonna
I can
you
try to-
gonna
I can
have
tr-
kids by this man. You okay with all them going to hell for the sake of you having money?
All my kids gotta go to hell.
I mean, cause they're going to go to hell.
You don't know the word?
The thing
They're
is,
going to go to hell.
the thing is, there's
Why, 'cause my
always.
husband not saved?
Yeah. No,
Y'all, my husband not saved, but I
Y'all
saved my kids.
are one when y'all get married.
Talk to
Y'all
him, Maya.
are one.
This is the thing you gotta
Oh,
understand.
see, this is where I'm being educated right now. So I actually want to hear this.
Would you take a risk?
I'm asking.
Okay.
So if I marry you, right, and you're not saved, but I'm saved, and I'm trying to get a relationship with God, but I save all my kids, being and all my kids will still go to hell because my husband not saved. I'm asking.
I'll make it plain, Ken. Make it plain.
It's like the understanding got to be there though. You could just say yes, but is the understanding gonna be there?
I mean-
that's what she's asking for.
Because
Are you just asking for a yes, or are you asking for the understanding? Because we all just say yes. Is that gonna help you understand?
Is it a yes? Yeah,
It's a yes.
No, give
The answer is a yes.
No, give her understanding.
The answer is a yes. But some people will try to loophole their way out of it.
Yeah.
But the mindset to pick a man who can't raise your kids properly, you're setting yourself up for failure on purpose.
Yeah.
But if I get a man that doesn't have no money, but you're saved with God,
It's still an issue.
struggling
But that's
still.
why I say, what's the
they're
value?
still not gonna be raising our kids properly.
I would rather him
end
not.
result.
I would rather them not be able to discipline their money, which it's different for a man
It's
because
crazy.
I don't need a woman with money, but it's a difference when the man is saved and he don't know how to discipline his money. That's an issue that could be a problem, but y'all can be saved still. You see what I'm saying? So going to heaven, your eternal blessing, your mansion on golden pavement. You see what I'm saying? That's way more valuable than anything on this earth. So where do you set your treasures is the question. You see what I'm saying? Like, you're right. It's a problem, but it's nothing like not being saved. There's
'Cause then
no
what are we
bigger
all here
problem
for?
than not
What
being
is the end
saved.
result? Yeah, like what are we all here for?
Why would you
We're just here.
build a relationship with your husband and be okay with him going to hell and
That's-
possibly leading your kids to hell?
Okay,
not love.
I get that part.
I think the statistics
I
of that,
think
your
in that
kids will
case,
go to
I feel
hell
like I'm
too.
more so looking at the life I got now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
this
I don't
ain't,
wanna
this not even
struggle in
forever.
my-
This ain't forever.
I get what y'all are saying, and also tomorrow's not even guaranteed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which is like, and I feel like that plays a big factor too.
So what? The chats?
Tasha is going in.
Let's see.
Oh no.
All right, let's
no.
read it. Let's read it for context.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's not
let's read
true.
some of these. I know we can't read all of them because.
This is good.
What if the man making $40,000 more material? Okay, the bro shoe said, what if the man that's making 40,000
Neither, like-
more materialistic than the man making
my mom.
80,000?
You can't
Okay.
be materialistic. You ain't even have the materials to be materialistic. what are you materialistic about?
I wish I could be materialistic.
Materials. That's what you're just getting by.
Get to the end. God said it one parent.
Let's hold on a second. Nakia said it's the difference between going to church and being in church. Alexa said if you ain't following Christ, you following the money. Hang it up. Brittany said, okay, where does it say that? Bro shoes, y'all want to suffer? That's weird. Okay. Nakia said I'm gonna need you to do both. Keontae, forsake not. You gotta switch to yours, bro. Let me see. Okay, we good. Let's see. Latasha said a man is supposed to provide. What are y'all talking about?
Yeah.
Brittany said, God said, I wish that y'all would prosper. Bro, you said right, Tasha. Nakia said, I'm with Shelby. God said, I want you to prosper. Prosper. Nakia said, all I hear right now is men making excuses for not working hard.
Challenge them.
Latasha said, let me get on this show. Well, it's just one call, that's all. You know what I mean? Let me see. Like what he said, the 80 is still in church. Okay. Ooh, we going in, man. This is a good conversation right here. Nakia said, thank you, Ashley. Principles in the... Yes, because you know I love my Dave Ramsey. You know what I'm saying? Latasha says, so now he's changing the question. Yeah, I wanted to just change it a little bit because we were talking about that enough. Bro, shoes, why the man making $80 can't be saved? 80,000. Okay. Let me go down to...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Though they could be saved.
Nakia said, that Bible, Mike and Josh, you wrong. Brittany said, y'all gotta be on the same page. Michaela said, God said, if one parent be saved, then the kids will be. Latasha said, if the wife has a covenant, we're saved. Latasha also said, y'all just speaking y'all's preferences at this point. What? Y'all just stop. All right. If you want to clarify who, then that would help us to identify like certain statements that you disagree with, so that way we can know what to tackle in the conversation. But I don't know if you wanted to piggyback off of something or
The covenant.
the covenant thing. Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
All right, Nakia.
I think it was Latasha.
That's my sister.
All right, so Nakia, I'm gonna hit your point first, and let Mike talk. It was a scenario, so we wasn't getting on the fact that he supposed to protect and provide. That wasn't part of the scenario that he gave. Right. Basically, if you broke and got God, or if you got God, or the reverse, other way around.
Yeah, vice versa.
So vice versa, yeah. So that's what we getting at. So we ain't talking. We already know what the Bible say about protecting, providing. We already know that the man supposed to be out there working. No excuses. We didn't even speak on that, so we couldn't be making excuses. So, but we getting at the fact of I don't care how much money. And I tell anybody this. I even said it in church. I say it in church again. I don't care how much money your man is making. If he not feeding you spiritually, y'all on y'all way to hell. I don't care. And when it come to wanting a broke man who's saved or vice versa, I'm just saying I would hope that you rather for your soul to be saved heavenly than for you to just be living happily on earth and you on your way to hell. Right. That's all I'm getting at. I ain't make no excuses.
And let me say this real quick. Let me say this real quick before you say so. The scenarios are not, we're not saying that, hey guys, we really think that these are the only two choices you have. Yeah, it's a scenario about perspective. It's not about, hey guys, like when you add an option 3 in there, it kills the whole point of even bringing up the scenario. Like, hey, he should be 80,000 and say, like, yeah, but that's not the scenario. That's not the perspective. Yeah. Like, yeah, there are people out there that are saved and making money. This is what we should aspire towards. Why not aspire to having a good life on earth too? To not struggle as much, to have less suffering on earth. Why not? Because you can help people, and money is a thing that God gave us a tool to use. It's important. But the reason why I brought up those two is just to get perspective, because you have to, it's like a would you rather. It helps you understand like the people's perspective in life. Like what are you where would you lean?
Yeah.
I can't make it easy to where, hey, I'm gonna get everything I want, because that's life ain't like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So just so I can Just so I can
go ahead, Shelby.
Just so I can make sure I gotta understand it. So overall what y'all are saying,
and then I'm gonna let y'all go.
If I am saved and my husband is not, I will still go to hell because that's my husband. It's not that simple. I would say no, simple. But if you're choosing, then I'm taking 80,000. You said what? I'm taking 80,000.
Nah.
Well, okay. So you're taking the loophole, which could give you less chance into making it to heaven. If that's the mindset, then you won't make it.
I know what me and God got going on, so.
But what I'm saying is not even like I don't have to know your life. Mm-hmm. By what you just said, what you're telling me is that you're okay with that. Like, okay, when you're in a marriage, first of all, your marriage is not going to be right, because if you have a marriage with God, you don't say, hey, let me do the least that you expect. It's not going to work. God knows, like, all right, lukewarm. Level 1, that's lukewarm right there. So if I'm in a marriage, I'm like, all right, my babe want me to make coffee for her in the morning. That wasn't in our marriage vows. Do I have to do that? Oh, well, let me just do what's least expected then. So if you're doing that with God, that's even worse, and you're not going to make it. So that's why I say it's not that simple, because some people end up in relationships with somebody that's not saved. That's different than you actually choosing on purpose to be with somebody that's not saved just so you can live a better life on earth. Your mindset is leading you to corruption.
I get what you're saying.
So it's about, why are you choosing something worse?
I get what you're saying.
That's the problem. Your choice, the reason you're choosing, not the situation.
I get what you're saying. But then I also feel like I have a life. My husband has a life. I can educate you about God, and I can give you as much feed as I can. But if you choose not to take it, that's on you. Now, you know the consequences of not devoting your life to God. Now, if you go to hell, that's on you. I gave my life over to God. I live comfortably. I will not suffer if I don't have to. You know what I'm saying?
It's not that easy, though.
You would choose him.
You know better. You're a grown man.
And this is why we finished last.
He has to make more money for you to choose him than now. Like I'm saying, obviously, I know people are gonna keep saying, "Well, you can get somebody saved with money." I get that.
Yeah.
That's not, I don't want people to keep bringing that up because that kills the whole argument.
But if he decides, I heard about God, I know it's been in my ear all this time, I choose not to do it, that's on you.
I'll tell you this. I'll give you my perspective, right? I would rather choose a woman with a leg missing and saved than a one. Yeah, it's that deep, because what's she gonna teach my kids? I gotta risk it. You know what I'm saying? That might sound crazy. Some people, but
no.
Well, yeah, I could teach them, but I'm gonna be at work making my $80,000. You see what I'm saying?
I mean,
yeah, did not be saved.
She's not gonna be at work. Is she just gonna be at home with the kids?
she ain't got no leg.
I'm saying most men do more. Statistically, most of the men are doing more of the work. That's what I'm saying. Most of the men are the ones working more hours. Like, they proved it so many times. That's statistics. You can't argue with that.
Okay.
That's the data, the bureau thing. Yeah, it ain't. Women are not working more than men. Keontae, let us know. Any women doing what you do? Let's just be real here.
I bet I do worse than what you do.
And first of all, there are women that say, "Oh, I do more than a man." Those are exceptions. First of all,
I know I do. I wake up at 3:30.
I'm telling you,
I climb in out of a truck.
if y'all touch the stuff that Keontae, I done seen Keontae do.
Maya is funny.
The stuff Keontae do had me thinking, how long we gonna be, bruh? I'm still there, but yeah, it's no. The jobs that men take. When I worked at Walmart in the freezer, well, no women in there. It's too cold. They ain't finna do that.
I done seen some women.
Yeah, public.
I done seen some women.
Yeah, I saw maybe one.
They dyking.
Do we have the? I'm just saying. At some point, I'm not even mad. I'm not saying women can't do the job. I'm just saying that I don't even care about this. If women work more, I don't care. I don't care about if women work more than men. If they work more hours than men, I don't care. I'm not emotionally hurt because if women work more than men. I'm just talking about what the statistics show. I'm just talking about the bureau, the law bureau. It's something to do. I gotta figure out what that is again. But yeah, it's easy to tell.
Josh, you married, right?
That's the only one.
I ain't married. I ain't got no marriage advice. I don't have no relationship advice either.
Y'all just pray for me. That's all I can say.
I don't want anybody praying for me.
Y'all giving y'all final thoughts already?
Oh no.
No, I'm saying.
We got three more. We got 3 more rounds to go over here.
I'm just saying, it's a couple married folks in the room and in the chat. Just y'all pray for me.
I do want to say this before.
Hold on, you trying to have some prayer meetings? Who in the chat? Hold on now.
Hey Shelby, though, for real, because like Kean said, honestly, even if you save going into a marriage, if you save going into a marriage, if it's not from God, a lot of times it's gonna go downhill, because he said a kingdom that's divided can't stand. He said first he get the strong man, then he get the house. So it falls on your head. Your head is gonna be the man leading you. You, despite of you saved for the moment and your children saved, if you don't have a head, how is it gonna play out the way God have it set up? Yeah, it's women that definitely hold it down out here. My mother, one of them. But at the same time, y'all had y'all moments because at the end of the day, y'all the weaker vessel. So in your case, I don't recommend the route you're going because honestly, paying attention to what you're not saying and what you're saying saying a lot more about materialistic stuff. You're talking more gain stuff that pertains to you gaining things. Well, he said, in this world, we're going to lose it. We're going to lose everything.
But I don't want to suffer while I'm in here.
You suffering now. So it's like, it's your perspective off. You like my man that sat at the table with Jesus and said, yo, how you healing people, but my father got leprosy. Your perspective off. You thinking, oh, if I don't suffer now, when to get into heaven, is the only way into heaven. For him to say, well done, anybody that got breath in their body is going to take you to suffer for his sake. Because he said, deny yourself. So if you gaining these things that the world have, because that's the reason with the world, you're not suffering for his sake. Jesus didn't walk around here A1, even though he was that guy. He walked around here suffering. So that's why it's significant to have somebody that you would consider your man or your husband. If you don't care if they go to hell in the sense of, yo, if you don't listen, you go, you don't love him.
Yeah. I can see that part where you're saying that, but like what I'm saying is, I get everything you're saying, like it's in my ear, right? But what I'm saying is, if you're only making, I feel like, this is what I feel like, first more, if you're only making $40,000, you shouldn't even be in the dating scene right now. In God's honesty. You need to get yourself together as a man, as a provider, as a leader. What am I gonna do with a man with $40,000? I'm gonna talk back.
I agree.
I'm gonna talk back real bad. Oh, you talking about going to have to wash what you wash the dishes? I
agree.
Okay.
Yeah. Before you get into that, I'm gonna come back to you on that. I'm not gonna say nothing. I just gotta clarify something.
You shouldn't even be in the dating scene right now. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like,
let alone talking about marriage and kids.
A lot of dudes want to be in the dating scene. They want to talk to women.
Get married, have kids.
But you're not even financially stable. So you shouldn't even be wanting to sit here and even talk to a woman and try to have kids and all that stuff. If you know you can't even provide a good life for your kids. That's one.
Yeah,
so the dating ain't even for you.
Let me. I'm gonna let him respond, but hold on a second. I gotta clarify because when I brought up that men work more than men, I work more than women. I'm not talking about general. I'm talking about the workforce.
You can't work
because
all day,
she was talking about the women could be working too. Like they're not gonna be at home with the kids. Like I'm just talking about statistically, the women are gonna have more time with the kids statistically. I'm not saying that they don't work as hard as men. Like, that's not what I'm talking about. But, yeah, they don't do certain jobs that men do. They work hard in different ways. We're different.
Like what?
I don't think we talking about
like
what
you saying like they work hard in different ways.
Women work hard in different ways.
I'm saying you said men work harder in different ways as far as like what?
I'm talking about certain jobs. Like how many women firemen are there? How many women construction workers? I'm talking about statistically in percentages.
Yeah, in percentages. Okay, yeah. I get what you're saying.
I mean, there's some jobs, some really dirty, tough jobs. Like even at my own job. Hey, Ashley, can you pick this up for me? Big 15-gallon jugs. They not touching it, cause men are biologically stronger. So it's like, duh. I'm not saying that women are less. We have our advantages and disadvantages.
Yeah.
So in the workforce, men work more in this area. But are we not? We're still equal though. Like women have so much value, but it's different.
It balances out.
That's the whole point. Like I'm not saying women are lazier than men. Like I'm not saying that. That's stupid. I would never say that. There's a lot of lazy men out there.
Sure is.
I'm talking about numbers because numbers don't lie.
Sure is.
So you can respond to
Yeah, ask him again.
Oh no, I was just saying, just in general, like he's saying, like I get what you're saying, like as far as you were saying, like you're looking at the materialistic things in life, but
they ain't got no business dating.
Yeah, I know, and that's what I'm saying. Y'all saying I'm looking at the materialistic things in life, but what I'm saying is, if you only making a certain amount of money, the dating scene ain't even supposed to be for you right now. The employment scene is supposed to be for you right now.
Hello.
You know what I'm saying? Like you need to be somewhere at the staffing agency or like trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Because
the tip service.
Yeah, the tip service. Like you need to be over there like while you see here Christian Mingle trying to fill out your application. Like you need to be in the staffing agency trying to write out what what your references are because you shouldn't even be in my face right now.
Make sure that resume was
and
good
then most men be like, oh, I'm the sole provider. I want my wife to kick back and with the feet. We're in an inflation, baby. If I rely on your $40,000 right now, I'm gonna be dead somewhere. Our kids gonna be somewhere eating out of the trash can. We're gonna be on government assistance. That's not the life I want to live for my kids. So while y'all sitting here like, oh, you're suffering in the world, baby, I'm be kicked up on my feet. And
I can do bad all by myself.
baby, you know what I'm saying? I'm paying the bills.
Lord.
Come on, explain.
Yeah, I don't want no man that. Nah, the dating scene, you shouldn't even be on the dating scene like that right there with the 40,000. It shouldn't even be a question, to be honest.
All right. Because we heard the world. We heard enough of the world. And her sidekick in the background called Brittany. All right. Look, man. I get it. Women or men, if you ain't in a position to do it, don't do it. But the funny thing about God, and it's throughout the Bible, God set people up together in tough situations. Hold on. Financial, it don't matter. This is what all I'm hearing. I'm gonna humble myself. I'm gonna be nice, man. I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna be nice.
I love that type of stuff.
Nah, because you realize I'm a Christian dude, so you ain't gonna like nothing about me. So I'm just saying.
He's boring.
All I'm gonna say is this. No. All I'm gonna say is this, right? Who is you to tell anybody anything in that manner?
A woman.
I know. And that's why the Bible say tell a woman to be quiet because a lot of women move in that manner. Y'all gotta know y'all place. You gotta know your place.
Are you?
No.
Are you trying to get us some views? Are you being serious?
Listen, it's gonna get views on this.
We need a referee over here.
And it's all out of love because
we do some call-ins.
Yo, she funny.
Because you gotta explain that when you say women are to be quiet.
Baby,
because in the word of God, they did that. They ran their mouth, and that's why they need to be. She moving off of She moving off emotions and her perspective. I didn't hear nothing about God, bruh. I didn't hear nothing about God say it's this man this he present this he this. It sounds crazy, and that go for men.
Sounds crazy because I don't want to suffer.
No, that's the problem.
That sounds crazy.
You trying to avoid something none of us can avoid. If you got breath and you confined to time like God set us up, you're going to suffer, yo.
Okay, so y'all think y'all should be dating if y'all only make 40,000?
I don't care if I was making 20. If God said this is my wife and He approved, make that move. I know.
Y'all got to show me honest.
I'm gonna
be honest.
Y'all got to come down from heaven like that's him.
Yeah, just straighten them.
No offense,
this part.
Shelby. Let's go for men and women.
Keep this straight.
Anybody that's thinking like that,
don't touch this part.
The director.
Ain't ready for marriage.
Yo, you funny. No, anybody
loosening
thinking
it.
like that ain't gonna hear from God. So you
Just
already
straighten
in the
the arm.
wrong. Let's be honest. You're already in the wrong.
Brittany,
we gotta get.
If the man supposed to be provided and he don't
we
work,
gotta get these type
the
of
whole
stands.
family don't eat.
Hold on.
Sure.
You know what's funny when they say
Yes.
a man? When they say
That's the next
a
part.
man.
Do you feel like Do you feel like the man is supposed to be the provider? Do you feel like that?
Most definitely. That's how
He's
God
supposed to
set
be
it
the
up.
provider, okay, right? So what if he's not able to provide? Why are you even out here trying to look for a woman if you can't provide for her and what she has going on for the future? You say the purpose of dating is to date, find your soulmate, and build a family based off of Christ, right? But if you're sitting here and you making less than $40,000 and you think that you finna sit here and have a good life with somebody, what type of sense does that make? If you don't have nothing to provide for this woman, you're gonna sit here and you're gonna come in her life and make her suffer.
Okay.
Hey man, hold on. First of all, guys, this conversation goes so crazy right now. Just take a little breather, like the video, and subscribe if you're feeling it. All right, Mike, get back to it, brother.
Yeah. And I'm not trying to get numbers. I'm being dead with her right now.
I'm trying to get numbers.
A lot of women got this perspective.
Say what you say.
A lot of women got this perspective, and it's sad because I didn't know the kingdom was based off of, or a God-fearing relationship was based off of your.
You should not be.
Hold on, it's not based off of your income.
But
what are we talking about,
if I'm making $9 an hour, if I'm a man and I'm making $9 an hour, do you think any woman in a right mind gonna sit here and try to marry me and lay with me and have kids with me?
Okay.
And think that I'm gonna be able to provide for you, and you gonna come to the house and tell me to shut up and go in the house and wash some dishes? I'm sorry.
Who you talking to?
You about to tell me to sit? Oh,
Shelby.
I'm gonna sit here and be
Who you
submissive
talking to?
and shout out to my man. You making? I can't see. You tell me to sit here, cook, wash the kids, clean all that
Wash
stuff.
the kids.
You making $9 an hour? You can't even pay the light bill.
All I know.
You don't go straight, man, boy.
So hold on. What happened to what happened to God?
really
It
censored
don't matter
everything.
about that. It's about you being a
I'm
man.
happy.
You
No,
supposed to
no,
be
no, no.
financially stable to be able to take care of your family. You're not supposed to even be sitting here trying to date no woman if you can't sit here and provide for your kids. What you mean?
Hey, yo, peep, hold on. I'm not so.
You should be crazy shitting no woman dating.
I'm not supporting no bum. I'm not supporting a bum.
But a man making 40,000 ain't talking about none, bro. We in an inflation, bro. I'm not supporting no man. But 40,000 we can't do nothing, bro.
Shelby, where you from?
We can't do nothing.
From Gwinnett?
How you say forget about God?
It's not about forgetting about God. You should not be in a mindset to even want to date somebody if you're not even making no money.
Oh, okay. So Shelby.
And you gonna be praying all day if you ain't making no money. We're gonna suffer.
Shelby,
we're gonna suffer as two people. We shouldn't even be trying to bring no kids in the world. That's why people are on government assistance right now because they want to sit here and make babies and all that stuff out of I'm a godly man, do all this stuff. We're suffering.
Hey, Shelby.
We're suffering.
You know why you speak?
If we're on government assistance, we are suffering. And hold on.
You speaking for
anybody that's on government assistance, this is not. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, let me clean that up. Like, I'm not saying nothing's wrong with, being on government assistance, but I'm saying if you can sit there and be in the financial aspect before you date, you're supposed to already have your stuff together. Me, I feel like I'm in a space today right now.
Lord. Rebecca said, "Let me get in."
I feel like I'm in a.
Rebecca, the fire is burning too much.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like me personally, I'm in a aspect.
She want to call in.
I have my own stuff. I have my own car. I work. I have my own apartment. Nobody supports me. You know what I'm saying? So if I was to sit there and get a man that doesn't have any of those, you know what I'm saying? That would be crazy for me to date you and even try to build a foundation with you when you're not even ready to be dating.
That's why.
That's crazy.
We might open the lines later. I don't know.
I'm sorry.
I say lines like.
Now you good. I was about to say that's why Christian women finish last, but you said you lukewarm, so I'm not gonna call you that. But what I will say, is this: I don't support the bum man or bum woman.
Okay.
But I'm not going into a relationship if God said this is who I could be with, God approved. I'm not going into that relationship looking like, dang, you only make $9. No, how are we gonna make this happen? That's why you got the examples in the Bible, like the book where
I don't want struggle love.
I know, and that's why
I don't want struggle love.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, all due respect what I'm about to say. You're gonna be single or you're gonna continue to deal with worldly people. But then you fall in the category of them bums you talking about. Because you're basing these bum dudes off and putting them on people on other men that it don't apply. So you've been dealing with like 20 bums, right? Because you ain't listening to God. Then you meet a Christian man, and the fact that he making $10 an hour because that's what God got him at in that season. You like, I don't want you. So you miss your blessing. Make that make sense.
It's not about that season. You should not be focused on a woman.
Whoa, Shelby.
I get what you're saying. At one point, like me. Okay, now. When I was like a teenager and all that stuff. I'm sorry. When I was like a teenager, right, and I'm making like $9 an hour, that was my season. You know what I'm saying? And then now I'm an older woman. I'm making a little bit more than that. All right, cool. Now I'm able to afford the stuff I want to. Now I'm able to afford a car, an apartment and stuff. That's when you're seriously in your dating stages. You know what I'm saying?
You're not.
But
I didn't hear no biblical stuff. You're not going to spiritually support me. You're going to be a bill. You're going to be a bill, yo. You're going to be a bill.
That doesn't make sense.
It don't. Want me to make it make sense?
Please. I'm trying to hear something.
All you just said you can do everything
You're talking about biblical, but I'm talking about logical. I get what you're saying, biblical. But I'm saying logically, if you're not able to financially support anything, if you don't have nothing going on, you should not be worried about dating. You should be worried about getting your stuff together.
Yeah, she didn't touch on spiritual at all. So if you asked her about the spiritual side of it, then that would be kind of a topic that's related. But that ain't really what she's saying.
I mean, but
she's not touching on that topic at all.
I'm not even touching on this.
So you can ask her like, what do you think about that? But you're kind of coming in there with an assumption that she's saying that you ain't got to have any connection with God.
Yeah, but I'm saying God can say.
So
this
you got to let her say that before
no,
you.
She
you
said
kinda,
it. What did
God
she
can say? God can say this is your wife.
She's only speaking about the money aspect though.
Yeah, but that's.
But that don't mean necessarily that she's leaving the godly aspect out.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen to what I'm paying attention to what she said. What did she say?
But
God, it don't have nothing to do with God. It's the man. When everything has something to do with the guy on both ends.
I got you, but it's just not what she's saying though.
I mean, I heard what she said.
And what I'm saying is like God can tell you right now, I'm your wife. You know what I'm saying? No.
Hello?
It's a scenario, man.
I was laughing, yo. Yo, chill.
Oh, baby.
I'm messing with you, yo.
It's great over here.
Nah, but look, if God said it,
if God said it, He said
you
it,
gonna
right?
have to really put in some work.
Yeah.
You gonna be spiritually on that treadmill because you have to keep
spiritually on the treadmill.
But listen,
okay.
And God said, okay, this is your
Bible,
wife.
know the Bible. Go in with me.
But I'm saying, if God's saying like, all right, I'm your wife, right?
Yeah.
Right now, we not seeing it at all. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, you said what?
We not seeing it. You know what I'm saying? But
okay.
Later down the line, this might be your wife. But you have to get to a certain point for me to even look at your way. You get what I'm saying? That's your season.
I think I get you, Shelby.
That's what you are.
I see you, Shelby. I think if
I got one question.
Do you see what am I making sense?
You would say Mike would say from the streets. I can see it.
So even if I'm your wife, you know what I'm saying, you're still not ready for me. You know what I'm saying? You're not ready to be dating.
Right, hold on, wait,
Shelby, the tables is the other way around.
Shelby,
I'm gonna ask some perspective, but I'm gonna let y'all say.
I just been letting y'all talk. But I got one question. Because everything is, I'm gonna be honest, it's kind of big on money with you. But so,
no, it's not. It's not about money. It's about
but I'm saying,
sense.
what if you marry your husband and he's good, and then he lose everything, and now he's making $10.
I'm working. That's why I said I'm not worried about the money aspect because I'm never gonna stop working. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
I got my own money.
But the way you speaking about,
but
the way you speaking about the man now, like he came in making $10 an hour.
You better keep.
What if it wasn't that? What if he had it, but then he lose everything, and now he's making $10 an hour when y'all already married with kids? How are you looking at that?
I'm not no bum. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not saying you're a bum.
No, I get what you're saying. Like, if he had it. Like, say if I made him making 80, now he's making $10 an hour. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if my man was making $100,000 or $200,000. I'm not going to quit my day job. You know what I'm saying? That's just not the type of person I am. That's why I said, y'all keep saying this materialistic thing. I'm not a materialistic person. I've been working since I was 15 years old.
Okay, I'm saying, but how you gonna look at him though?
Yeah, we see you.
That's cool. We'll get back on track. We're married. This money is not the root of our marriage. I married you because I loved you. You know what I'm saying? We'll get back on track. We'll figure it out.
Let me say
People
this.
go through up and down seasons. You know what I'm saying?
Let me see if I can bring some.
Stay down.
Let me see if I can bring. He says spiritual treadmill.
Yeah, I was talking spiritual.
He was talking fast. He wasn't throwing no shots.
No, I wouldn't do that. I'm dead if I wasn't doing that.
So let's just clarify that because he ain't.
Golly, though. I'm being golly.
All right, Mike. This y'all might. Let me stop. So let me. If y'all were married, it might work out. So listen, I'm gonna bring some clarification because what we have to understand is obviously everything Shelby saying is correct because if you're not. And obviously, everything y'all saying is correct too. I'm not gonna say everything. I don't know.
Not
like
everything.
there's some. I'm just gonna say. I'm just gonna clarify because I don't.
Stop being nice.
I don't. No. I'm not being nice.
But I ain't say nothing.
I don't care about anybody's feelings. Like, but what I'm saying is.
I care about my feelings, bro. For real.
I'm just gonna speak truth. Excuse me. No, just playing.
I care about my feelings.
Just playing. I'm not gonna say it on camera. So. Yeah. When it comes to making money, this is where a lot of Christians miss it. we think that we can. Sorry, it's a lot going on. Sorry. This is where we miss it. We're so saved, right? That we forget other things in the Bible that tell us to provide, to make money. We forget that that's in there. Because we're like, I'm going to pray 2 hours because I'm going to get so close to God. When God said, hey, wait a minute. Like I used the example when it says Paul. He says he would rather you not be married. But you missed the part after where he says, because if you are married, now you have certain obligations to your wife. They miss that part. And they just say, well, he feels like he's better because he's with God and he should be single. But since we don't want to be single, now we got to think about the money aspect. And we have to prepare for the money aspect. There are things that he says count the cost before you build the tower. He says be the lender and not the borrower. Mm-hmm. I think he said neither lend nor borrow because if you do lend, don't expect it back. So you have to be at a place where we're not taking out loans. We shouldn't even have car notes if you really want to do your money the right way. I know that's right. There are certain holes that we have dug ourselves into, and we want to blame our salvation for it. We want to blame our Christian ministry for it. And I've been in a hole. I'm in a hole. You know what I'm saying? Like, but there's no excuse. We can't say, oh, well, like what she's saying is right. We can't expect to be in a like, obviously, yes, there are exceptions to the rule, but everybody goes for the exceptions. And we think we have a problem with the woman saying, oh, well, you should accept me as I am and follow that exception to the rule. When we know we want a saved Proverbs 31 woman. So it's on both sides.
Virtuous woman, don't make that clear.
It's hard to find a virtuous woman because they're like rubies and they're hidden. Maybe. You know what I'm saying? They're like a treasure. So, and when you're looking for a wife, that's what you want. You want somebody. Even people in the world, like a lot of them, they say, I want her to be modest. They might be players, but they want her to be modest, right? You know it's crazy, but the thing that I'm seeing is they're actually applying certain biblical principles that the Christians are too fake saved to apply themselves. And I don't call it a real salvation when you speak like we don't need money, because God says clearly, if you can't provide for your own, you're worse than an infidel. It's not just talking about money, but to exclude it from the equation is not a Christian mindset. It's a certain lack of discipline that Christians have when it comes to how we use our money, how we misuse our money, how we take on debt, how we put ourselves in situations. And yes, certain things can happen. But if you're with God, yeah, you gotta work them hard jobs. Yeah, you gotta be there 60 hours a week and come to prayer and get you a message. It's people out there doing it. So yes, we do have to do that. And obviously make sure you have time to rest and get that energy you need so you can keep going. But I just don't like how it's not one-sided. I only brought up the scenarios so we can understand perspective. But if you want to be real, yes, it should be a number 3. But the thing is, like, that kind of kills the whole perspective conversation. Yeah. Like, we need perspective. And a lot of men have perspectives like, I want my wife to be this, and that. And then they say, well, I ain't got to make money. And sometimes they won't say it, but they'll like indirectly say it. Yeah. By not focusing on it enough. Yeah. But then women will set expectations for the man to make this, and this. And they don't want to be Proverbs 31. They don't want to worry about modest apparel. I don't want to keep my stuff just from my husband. Yeah. So, yeah, both people set expectations too high. Yeah. And I think we just need clarity and balance on all of that. Like, why take sides on money or salvation when you can find a man that's spiritually mature? And I think what you're really speaking about is not money, it's ambition. Yeah. If you know, you correct me if I'm wrong.
And that's why I'm saying, like, to clear everything up, but just to sum everything up, what I'm really just saying is, like, when we get back to the question, like, would I take the man with 80,000 versus 40,000? The reason why I would take the man with 80,000 is one, because
sin. I'm just playing. I'm messing with you.
Is the man with 40,000? What are you gonna do? How are you gonna get somewhere higher than that? And like you said, like, if they was like, oh, I'm only making 20,000. If you're only making 20,000, dating shouldn't even be the first thing on your mind right now. You should be trying to get to a better standard to where you want to be at before you even start trying to date a woman and then try to get kids out of her and provide for a kid. You should want to be financially stable for yourself. You get what I'm saying? Like me, like I said, and I'm not gonna say nothing that I'm not living my own life. Like, I feel like I'm financially stable for myself. Like I said, like, I have my own apartment. I pay rent. Pay a car note. I live by myself. I don't really ask nobody for nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna be looking for something in a man that I can't even provide myself. You know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't want a man to approach me with these type of expectations out of me. When do you want me to suffer with you? Like, what are we getting out of this? Like, that's crazy to me. I just, and then in a sense, like, it's like, oh, because if you take the man with 80,000, you're going to hell. Like, nah, not really. I just don't want to suffer in this world. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I got a good question for you.
There's a beautiful world after this world. I understand that. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, if the man is trying, he's going to church. He doesn't go to church as often. You know what I'm saying? Because he's making money. He's doing what he can when he can get it in. It doesn't make him less than the man that's praying from sun up to sundown and only making $20,000. So
would you say, because of his struggles, you would say that's the correct way to prioritize his time?
Like,
though he has struggles, so obviously he gotta work more. Because some men don't have to work that hard because they got it already. Yeah. They got, they've already established themselves. Yeah. But and that's a whole nother subject, really, when it comes to finances and being in the church. So I definitely want to cover that like on another episode, like poverty and poverty gospel and prosperity gospel.
Yeah.
But
I just don't feel like it, to pray from sun up to sundown and you ain't got no money. Like it's just like you don't want to kind of
your prayer's working. Is your prayer turned
you
on?
don't get no money.
Did you turn the lights on in your prayer room?
Yeah, like if some people like, and I get it, but the world that we live in, this is the world that we live in. This is the world that we created, we built. You know what I'm saying?
And keep in mind, y'all, I don't agree with nothing she's saying. I'm just.
I'm saying you had to make
25%.
those type of struggles. You know what I'm saying? Like if I got a job to where I gotta work on Sunday, you know what I'm saying? I can compromise that. Like, okay, can I get every other Sunday? You know what I'm saying? But to just be like, oh no, I can't work this job because I gotta go to work on Wednesday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. When are you gonna get time to go to work? To go provide for your family, to go provide for your kids? Like, I don't get that. And like I said, that doesn't make you any better than the man that sits there and gets his prayers in when he can.
I just want to ask y'all one question. Would y'all be the jean skirt tennis shoe girls for the right man? Ooh.
Yes.
No more clubbing.
It's giving.
You know that's if you got jean skirt tennis shoes, you know it ain't club. Ain't no exceptions.
It's giving Amish.
You can't add that to it.
It's giving Amish.
I'm telling you.
I ain't gonna lie, like
80,000 in the church, 100,000 in the church.
But at that point, like
he's like, I like them jean skirts though.
Like let's keep.
I'm throwing
like,
a crazy, scenario,
when girls dress up and get like real revealing and stuff like that, they're doing it for a man's attention. You know what I'm saying? And I'm speaking like this, like, cause I wear like my little fitted skirts and I be looking cute and all this stuff. And when I walk down the street,
hold up now.
Yeah.
You know that's done.
They with it. Yeah, but if I already got my husband and I got what I want, I'll put on a jean skirt. I'll do it.
Hey,
that's
John.
gonna lead into some other stuff. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I already got my husband. Is that what you're saying? Like I got my.
That's gonna see. I already know that's a whole nother.
Yeah.
I be. You know what's so crazy about. You know what's so crazy about this conversation? When I hear women say that, I already know, like that I have to be. The reason I have to be cautious, not because I'm scared to tell them, because I need them to understand what I'm saying. When it comes to a woman filling out, you say you work your job, you got your apartment, you filled out the application. You know what's so funny? You dressed the part before you got the job, and that's why they picked you.
Okay.
I was gonna leave you with that.
Oh, but okay.
I'm wearing my jean skirt proudly. I do that anyway. So
are we saying like we gotta wear the jean skirt, like even when we going out to the grocery store and stuff like that?
I'm not. I mean, it's not really about the jean skirt, because.
I'm covering up. Like,
but it's just I'm talking about why church women sometimes, and I say church women society, not like if you an actual church woman and you doing stuff according to the Bible, I would say you're gonna have a better chance at finding a husband just because God don't fail, right?
Okay.
But the reason I say church girl society terms, sometimes it's really just certain women, they want that man, but they don't think that they have to dress the part for the application. They don't think they have to. Your what you wear is your resume.
Okay.
You a walking resume.
Yeah.
So what you do is your resume. What you post online is your resume.
Yeah.
Dressing sexy is for sex. Dressing modest is for marriage.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? So what direction, what your actions show what your mind is on, what you really want. And that's where that's what you're going to get.
Like I would sometimes like, in my younger days, like I'll, go out looking a certain type of way, not covered up, showing a little bit more than what I'm supposed to, you know what I'm saying? And the guys I attract, you would know that they're only there for those certain purposes, you know what I'm saying? Versus like, I might be having a hoodie on, some sweatpants at the grocery store, and the guy that approaches me, he might be on that too a little bit, but he's not going to come up as vulgar and as
you got different people approaching you depending on what resume you're putting out.
You know what I'm saying? And like he's going to try to fill you out a little bit more, trying to see what you want before he like just approach you very straightforward and disrespectful. So I get what you're saying.
And it's different people. Like I feel like there are some good godly men who
they could be godly, but
ding. No, with the second button. You know what I'm saying? There's some good godly men. They got the second button though. But no, now obviously you say where because those Steve Urkels,
Yeah.
you don't want
Please,
them.
like I don't want the.
Right?
I don't want them.
So do you think the godly men that are not Steve Urkels don't exist?
They rare. It's like what you said. Them gems, the rubies. They're like rubies. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. Like I mean, I never. I mean, I've seen a couple guys hit the church that's like, okay, I can.
So have
do it.
you looked in the right places? Or maybe you don't know where those
I
right
don't know what
places
the right
are.
place is. The Ark. What's that?
Oh, I
Said
heard
the
about
art.
that. I heard about that.
The Christian clubs. I ain't gonna lie. Some of those Christian so-called secular events, I'm not saying they're of the world, they be having some cornies there too. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, like it's just like.
Yeah, some of them it's just like, bro, I don't know. But I don't know. It's a fine balance when you have to figure out, all right, is it the men did the men need to step up, but also do I need to change my perspective?
I think that's definitely what it is.
It's a part of it.
Yeah.
But it is a balance.
That's a part of it.
Because when you start to ask God and you seeking after God, like, what is it and who do you have for me? Then your type will eventually start to change. Because at one point I used to like dreadheads, like, and then the closer I got to God, I started asking God, what do you have desire for me?
Competition.
You know, then, yeah, like my type decided it changed. Like the first time with don't look nothing like my type. But I'm happier with what I have now than I've ever been. So
You want that Lambo and you gotta settle for
I don't even care for the Lambo.
Well, I'm just saying, you know.
I like Pookie now from around the way. You know what I'm saying? Like Pookie with the dreads and the mouth.
Man. Got
I
the King Kong in the minivan. King Kong base in the minivan.
But see, but I'm saying like I said, I don't know. It just
My bad.
You're not
I
seeing
don't
a
know
lot
if you
of
forgot what you were gonna
Pookies
say, but
and Ray Ray's from around the way in church. Like
They're
you just
from
not.
around the way.
You know what I'm saying?
Some men wanted Delilah that's a little wilder. No, let me stop. I'm just playing.
Yeah,
No, that's what Samson wants. There is
Steve
a
Urkel's in the church, so it's like
that's a whole message.
it's gonna be okay though.
The Christian men, they want the Delilahs. That's a whole message. It's a lot of young Samsons in the church. So did you want to say something? Or you forgot? Something about money. I wanted to ask you a question if you forgot.
Nah, you can answer. Hold on. I was just gonna ask, like,
He didn't forget.
let's say both, instead of the other guy got more money, let's say both of them in the same boat. Which one would you go for? The guy that barely come or the one that's always going to church? No, it's the reason why I'm asking.
He didn't bring money up this time.
Yeah.
So no money's involved. Like they both make the same amount.
Maya, I'm asking you.
I would say they make the same amount because that would keep that from being a variable.
Yeah, they both make the same amount. They both make 40.
All right.
But now one go to church less.
They
one
both
go to
make
church more.
40.
Hey, all right. And y'all,
Shelby hit that frown real quick.
So which one would you?
I'll be single for life.
No.
Let me give me a cat.
I was saying, so it's like one like the corny Steve Urkel and the other one's like
I'm
Pookie
not
from around the way.
I'm not really getting at that part. I'm getting at the part of.
I guess that's the only
This
difference.
is gonna make a big difference. That's why I'm asking. Is one a Steve Urkel and the other one is like Pookie from around the way?
Let's just say they're the same.
type of
They're the
person.
same person every way.
Yeah,
One goes to
aspect?
church. That's hard to say too.
No. Everything
You going to
is the same.
church adds certain things.
Everything based off this statement,
work,
what he said earlier. You had one that made 40, and the other one made I forgot how much.
You can put your own perspective. What do you think that Christian man or that man going to church all the time would be like? Would you want that versus the man that's not going to church all the time? Like, what do you think you would get out of that?
I was getting that
Because that's the point. Her perspective.
I know exactly where you about to go, and I know you know my answer.
That's the point.
But
her perspective.
I feel like you know my
want you to
answer.
say it though. I
Yeah.
want you to say it. What is the answer?
And me, truthfully, and this is just truthful. This is
I
just my
respect it.
opinion.
I respect it.
I just feel like the man that doesn't go to church as often, but he still goes, I feel like I will be able to relate to him a little bit more.
Okay.
And that's the reason why I would pick him, because I don't go to church as often. I don't go to church 5 days out the week. That's just not me. That's not my lifestyle. I know that I love God. I know that I talk to God. I know, like, when I'm feeling down and all that stuff, I don't even have to go to church. Like, I'll listen to Christian music. I know I don't have to go to church to do all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I feel like we'll be on a more relatable aspect versus somebody that is in church 7 days out the week.
Okay, and now, you already knew where I was going with that.
I thought that.
Yeah. Now, let's go to scripture. He said, it's hard for a rich man into the kingdom of heaven, not so much because he's rich, it's because he feel like he got everything. Reason why I'm saying is because let's go back to the beginning. That's why I said what I said earlier. I asked because I ain't even gonna say you chasing money, but because you made it clear, it's from what you just said, it's more or less not so much the money aspect. It is, but it ain't because it's dealing with suffering, but it's because y'all can relate. So based off what you just said, right? That means y'all gonna lean more towards hell because you said you're not gonna go to church as much because you can relate to him. He's not really going to church as much, and this is my point in saying. If you look at what, and I'm saying this because it's people that really think like this, think how you think, and I respect it, but it's not right because you're not going the right direction if you really want God. You're really going off of selfness, it's self-value, self-benefit, self-gain, and there's no love in that because love is all about you putting yourself to be vulnerable, to be hurt. That's what God did. Exactly what love is what God did and what God is. So to get to heaven, that's the only way. You have to suffer. To get what you want, it's going to take you to be in these uncomfortable places. And I say this all the time, so you can quote me if what I'm about to say. Okay. The Bible says better.
Nakia actually agreed with you this time.
I mean, I don't care who agrees with me. I really don't, because I don't look for the crowd. I'm leaning more to the kingdom. So I say, he says, better for a man to suffer than to be joyful because you can't.
Well, you just lost a fan.
Yeah, you can't prepare for gain. But the only way you grow in anything and gain, you gotta suffer. So that's why I was asking you that.
I just want to say one thing.
Go ahead, and I'm gonna ask you. Go ahead.
This is the only question I have. Do you feel like because somebody goes to church more, that they're gonna have a better relationship with God or get welcomed to heaven quicker than somebody that still prays, still gets into church as much as they can, but doesn't go to the physical churches often?
No.
Okay. So then, all right. So then, this is what I gotta say. Then,
all right.
How could you sit here and say, "Oh, well, y'all are going to hell," and it's like, dang, bro, like, dang, because we don't go to church Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and then skip Friday and go Saturday and Sunday.
It was something you said in your question that made it a no. You said they go to church when they can. Forsaking the assembly is literally when you can be there and you're not there. So if you go into church when you can, but the other person can make it to church more than you, then no, that's not the case. But if y'all can make it to church and y'all not going to church, now you're forsaking it.
What if I don't feel like just having a pastor in my face? What if I feel like what if I feel like just waking up, listening to my gospel, just turning on my little Christian podcast, and that's all I need? I don't want to get on my knees and pray for 10 hours. I just don't feel like doing all that.
We got episodes to
I don't feel like doing all that.
But
I don't want to do all that. What if I don't want to sit around and listen to everybody speaking to? I can't focus. I'm hearing too many people. I got a mild case of ADD. I'm hearing too many people screaming in my ear and stuff like that. So I don't want to do all that. What if I just want to get in my little church when I feel like getting in my church?
What's your little church? Just you?
Yeah, I don't need everybody around me. This is me. No, it's not. This is me and God's relationship. This is not me, you, Brittany. This is not all of our relationship with God. This is my relationship with God.
I'm gonna say something based on what you just said because this is what it really boils down to. Even what I was getting at, it was getting at your heart. Your heart is not lined up with going towards God. Even what you just said.
Because I don't go to church.
Let me explain. It's a reason why God.
Hey, Jesus.
No, listen to me. Jesus is not a personal savior. He's not. When the only thing that you can say is personal when it comes to Christ, in a sense, is your walk because we all get treated differently. In a way, you get certain things you're gonna go through that I might not go through. But God is no personal savior. He's not personal. So everything is a team. It's a team thing. It's all based off a team biblically because He said we all part of one body. So we're a team. You can't be helpful as an arm and you decide to go on vacation. We got to go to war. We in trouble as a body. Okay. So, and that's the problem. Even if I go biblical with Judith, even when he did what he did, he still had a chance to be saved. But he was of the devil, his father, because his heart, he was for self. You start taking on these attributes, whatever how you said, and it's not of God. So based off of what you said, and I'm being honest, I'm not trying to be messed up. What you're not saying,
I just don't see it.
Not. You said what?
I just don't believe that. You gotta show me in the Bible where it say I gotta go to church 5 days out the week to get into heaven. I don't have to do all that.
Okay, I'm gonna say this because I know
have
Brittany
a
about to say this.
relationship with God. Like I said, I'm not the same person I was before I met Maya.
That's not good
you know
enough.
What I'm saying?
That's
no,
not good
but
enough.
it's
Biblically,
a
I'm
work
telling you, I'll
in
give you scripture.
progress.
That's not
Because
good
my
enough.
thing about it, you can give me biblical scriptures all you want to, but if you leave this room out here and you go out and sit, it doesn't make you better than me.
It's not.
And
And
you go to church way more often than I go to church.
Cough, get out your throat. Cough.
You go to church way more often than I go to church, and that doesn't make you better than me.
Yes, Alexa.
And you know what's funny about that? I'm being honest. This for people in church and now. Everybody looking at everybody else except for themselves. Me telling you this, I gotta practice what I preach. But if I don't, I'm gonna be held accountable. So bump.
But that don't mean that you gotta keep going to church 5 days out the week. It doesn't make. It doesn't make sense.
Let me make this plain to you.
Okay.
He said, "Forsake not assembly yourself." You heard that.
Okay.
It's no way in the world you could play your position if you're not in your position, right or wrong.
But what?
Hold on, just answer that, right or wrong.
Okay, yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. So anything outside of what God said is an excuse, yo. So, yo. Hear me out.
You got a yo-yo
My
over
bad,
there.
my bad. I'm saying this because,
because
hold on. You think for one, the Bible says you don't get to heaven off a bare minimum. The bare minimum is not good enough when it comes to scripture. Come to God. That's why He got it in there. So let's say you do what you did and you changing a little bit, and I'm not discrediting you because I'm not God. But you can't use that as an excuse to say I ain't where I used to be. So no, to God, He said the bare minimum is not good enough. The bare minimum is just coming to church, reading your Bible, and being what people need. That's the bare minimum. So if you barely doing that, or you just doing that, for everybody, try me. It's in the scriptures. It's not good enough.
Well, first of all,
so hold on, kids, I'm gonna forget. So you got to do more than the bare minimum. He said, be what people need. He said, put others before you. He said, deny yourself. So I'm not saying this to come harsh at you. I'm coming to you because I'm not going to accept or be cool with the fact that your excuses. And I'm trying to show you, not that I'm God, but that's our job, to edify and be what people need. You're making a lot of excuses in your heart now, right? That's why. Okay. That's why, and I know you know this. That's why when Maya say certain things, or anybody, you honest, even though that's not good enough, but you honest, but it show where you at. And honestly, it's being somebody that know you and have fellowship with you at times at church. I gotta hold you accountable. It's not good enough. God is not gonna accept it. He's not supporting it. And it's not fair to you, and it's messed up to us to sit back and water down when He said open rebuke better than secret love. It's not right, and your heart not right. That's why you lean more to the fact of I'll take the guy that I could relate to versus taking the guy that I might not agree with, but he loved me enough to pressure me and come at my neck so we can make it in the kingdom. That's love, yo.
All right, cool. So Maya, you ain't spoke for 30 minutes.
I sure ain't.
I know you.
This ain't my topic.
I know you got some stuff to say about people going to church.
I'm for it. I think it's a requirement for people. I think it's just like a baby that has never eaten before. Like you feed them things that they don't need, but it sets a foundation. Like it's like feeding your spirit, your soul. Just like you feed your natural body, you got to feed your spirit. So I believe in going to church.
I love that answer. Now Shelby, you can pick up when you want. I needed to get Maya,
Yeah,
but you ain't addressing
I'm sorry,
Maya.
y'all, I'm sleepy.
You addressing, Mike.
Nah. I just like, it's pastors that are going to hell, and they be at church all the time.
I agree with that.
Sinning.
I agree too.
Sinning. So, like I said, and it's homeless people that don't have a church to call them own, but they read the Bible and they do what they do. They got a pure heart. You know what I'm saying?
They don't get you to heaven.
I would say.
Yeah,
I would say this is
he
the
said righteous and he said the holy and the righteous going to see. He never said a good man go to heaven. A good man just reap good things because you reap what you sow.
So
but
I can have a pure soul and not do no wrong by people.
Okay.
And I'm going to hell still.
According to scripture, if I say this, if you could show me, anybody show me the scripture where a good person made it in, you got it. It's nowhere in the scriptures because that would be a loophole. That means you don't have to do. Hold on. That means you don't have to do. That means you don't have to do Acts 2:38. He said, "Set the man be born of the water and the spirit." So if you ain't, for one, did the bare minimum of being baptized and filled with the Holy Ghost, you ain't making it in. If you don't continue in this walk in a sense, press towards the mark, right? Deny yourself, you ain't gonna make it in, yo.
Okay.
Good don't get you to heaven.
I'm telling you. Hell must be crowded then.
Oh yeah, a lot of people.
Yeah. It says most people broad is the way that leads to destruction. Narrow is the way that leads into eternal life.
And I'm gonna say this because I don't want to come off.
But why do people in the chat don't agree with you preaching though?
Because half of them ain't living what they what they go to church for.
Well, let me say this real quick.
No, that's crazy. Like we all supposed to be of Christ, but nobody is like really like They upset that he's talking scripture.
Because they don't know no better.
I say this. The problem is,
don't defend him, bro.
Yeah, nah,
I'm not defending nobody. I don't care about nobody's feelings.
Yeah, no, I don't either.
I'm speaking clarification.
Yeah, go ahead.
So yeah, I got to clarify things. So when Mike is speaking, a lot of people at times don't feel understanding because Mike preaches the legalistic Bible, which is truth. But the problem is people don't believe it until they see the verse. They have to see the evidence. So what you're saying,
they need to study.
People, but it's these are questions that a lot of people have, and we're never going to get to an answer if we don't address the understanding of the person. It says be weak to those that are weak. So if somebody has a lack of understanding, the part that Christians miss sometimes is the understanding for the person that's actually asking the question.
That's what Shelby doing, not the rest of them. They talking foolish. Shelby's asking questions and she getting her answers.
Yeah, I'm getting actually a little bit educated because I ain't know about the whole the family, like if the husband not saying. Okay, so I'm actually getting educated on some of this. I still got my opinions too about certain things too.
And we respect
you know what I'm saying? He could throw a scripture at me, but I'm still gonna have my opinion about certain things, but certain things I have learned. So yeah, I get what you're saying on certain aspects, but some I'm like, nah. Like,
it's far-fetched, right?
Yeah, it's just like that's too
God for you.
But see, that's the thing. Like when it comes to bringing the evidence, like I can't just tell you what my position is. I can't just tell you I got a royal flush and you believe that. I gotta lay it down and show you that I got a royal flush. You believe it now because you've seen it.
You see what I'm saying?
So in Matthew chapter 7, verse 22, and we going off Bible, we not trying to figure out like, is the Bible true or not? That's not really the conversation for today. But assuming that it is absolutely 100% true, for anybody that's not sure, Matthew 7:22, many will say to me in the day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name? In thy name have cast out devils, in thy name done many wonderful works. And then when I profess unto them, I never knew you, depart from me, ye workers of iniquity. Therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them, I will liken him unto a wise man, but built his house upon a rock. Basically, what it's saying, we depend on our works to make it into heaven. That's not it.
Oh, okay.
You got to have a love for God. You have to be married to God. If God was your husband and he said, forsake not assembling yourself.
Okay.
What would you do if your husband who's making $100,000 say that? That's the perspective you got to have when you talk, even more so when you're talking to God. So you said, if your man's doing this, you'll do that for him. If he's the right type of man for you. But how much more is the right type of man if he's God and he asks you to do these things? There is no looking for loopholes if you actually love God. If he says, forsake not assembling yourselves so we can exhort one another. People feel like they can do that by themselves. What you're doing, you're missing a resource, a valuable resource that God has for you, leaving church and gathering with your brothers and sisters on the table. Because what are you missing out on? Mentorship. You're missing out on becoming a mentor, helping someone else. That's your assignment. You're missing out on having a friend, someone to depend on when you're going through things. And you're missing out on associates that you can work with and develop relationships in the ministry with.
But do you feel like all ministries are good ministries though?
No.
Of course not.
So then you can't really say like...
Then you're missing out if you're in the wrong ministry.
Okay, so...
But the right ministry, you need that. That's a necessity. Because if you just don't know where the right ministry is, that's a good thing to bring up.
Okay.
But if you do know and you're forsaking it, then it's on you.
Okay.
So I like the stuff you brought up.
Yeah.
You can bring up things that you have problems with.
And I feel like certain people, and like you said, like mentorships and leaderships and
you got to be helping somebody.
You know what I'm saying? I get that part. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like all people are not good people. And I'm a firm believer of that. You know what I'm saying?
That's why he said, don't cast your pearls before swine. You don't help out people that cannot be helped.
Okay.
The Bible speaks on that in Matthew chapter 7 as well. Yes, in the same chapter at the top. Okay. Talks about how to righteously judge, and it goes into don't cast your pearls before swine. Don't give that which is holy unto dogs. So when you're talking about loving God, having a relationship with God, this is the first relationship you should have. because a lot of things we don't know. What's going to happen when we die? We don't really ask that question too much. That's a fear a lot of people have. So when you deal with that, you face it. You say, all right, I got to figure out if God is real. That's like the first thing. I mean, if you already know, cool. But you got to know that God is real. And if this Bible is speaking the truth and God is real, and this is how God chose to speak to us, this is a very important word. So if we don't understand it, that's why, see, you said yourself, I didn't know a lot of this stuff. Where's this stuff being taught? In the church. In the right church.
God's church, yeah.
So you hear this man, and then the Bible specifically says, how can you hear without a preacher? How can you hear without a preacher? Where do you learn math from? A math teacher. There's always somebody, even if it's on YouTube or you reading a book. You didn't teach yourself. There are rare things that we learn from experience. There are things we learn from experience, but the teacher is an essential part to your growth, especially if you want to leave that off the table and say, well, I can just do it this way. You would not do that with your husband. So you definitely shouldn't do that with God. Like you got complaints. They're valid complaints. Like, yeah, certain things I got to deal with, and I want to know, how do I deal with certain fake people in the church leading me astray? Like, that's good questions. But what you don't want to do is say, well, I'm just going to go with what I think is okay. Because I know my relationship with God. But really it's, your methods with God. Because God's relationship with you, he may want it to change. So you got to be willing to say, all right, like even the stuff that we're talking about, like I don't agree with Mike on every single thing he says. But we reason with one another. And if he has to bring correction to me, I'm like, all right, cool. Tell me, bro. And if somebody has to correct me on relationships, like I hear everything you said on, we need to be ready to be able to make money before we get in a relationship. It's very important. Will it work? Is there an exception or the exception to the rule? Yeah, we can make it work. I could be making 20,000 and we can make it to heaven, but that just shows I'm not ambitious. There's some principles in the Bible I'm missing.
That don't show that.
Hey, Key.
Yes, it does.
No, Key. Don't.
All right, well, you're not obeying. Count the cost before you build the tower.
No.
Well, answer that question.
Miss me with that, because I'm gonna be honest. I got my wife living in the car.
Exceptions.
I was living in the car.
That's
Me and my wife was living in the car together. And we came up to no. Miss me with that. No. Yes, we did. I was married in the car.
That's anecdotal evidence, though.
I was married in the car.
That's the exception to the rule, Josh.
What?
That's not how God intended it. God will bless anything.
God never intended a certain type of
Yes, he did. I just gave you scripture, though. I got to pull the scripture up now because you don't believe me. I said scripture.
If you ain't making over $20,000, you ain't a bitch. That's not true.
All right. It's not the number, though.
It's homeless people out there who's more ambitious than people who got money.
It's not the number, though. It's the principle.
You could be born in wealth. You could be born in wealth and ain't got no ambition to your name, and there's homeless people out there trying to get it out the mud.
Yeah, that's not godly either.
It's that homeless person that's more ambitious. Stop.
I feel what you're saying, but you're missing my point.
What's the point?
The point is the principle. It's not about the money.
What's the principles?
Can I say
the principle is being ambitious.
But the principle is not the money.
I said that.
Okay, so what's the principle?
You're missing my point. I just said it's being ambitious.
Can I ask like one quick question, please?
Go ahead.
All right, and this is like real a serious question.
All right.
When you said that you were living in your car, right? Did your wife have a spot to be in, like a place to stay, or was like she like living at home with her mom? Like not to get too much into y'all, personal, but what was her living status at the time?
She was with me
in the car.
Yeah.
Okay, so and this is in all due respect, so. She didn't really have much to really work with. So what I'm saying is in the aspect with a woman, right, that has her own spot, that has her own stuff going, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. She's not going to be thinking about being with somebody that's living in a car because she's already where she needs to be at in life for her age, you know what I'm saying? So she doesn't want to sit there and be in a struggle love. And what y'all have is very beautiful, you know what I'm saying? If y'all were able to come from nothing and build together, that's a very beautiful thing. But what I'm saying in the normal aspect, with people that are in the young age of the dating experience, that's not really something like a girl that, if a girl in Buckhead in a condo on the 27th floor was to sit here and get approached by a dude that was living in a car, she would look at me like, "Are you serious? That's what's on your mind is me." When you want, no, it's not. That's a logical perspective.
But can I say something?
You're not gonna sit here. You don't want to be with somebody.
It's not the hardest thing in the world to make over 20,000. Is all I'm saying. There are exceptions to the rule. I get that. I'm not even talking about. That's what I'm saying. I'm not even talking about the money. I'm not talking about the money.
You ain't working at no McDonald's making over $20.
I'm not talking about the money. There are people who grind with $13 an hour and can make more than 20,000. But because there's people have a mission, and Christian men get lazy and then they make excuses. I understand we get in our situations. That's different. That's an exception. Yes, and God can bless it. But what does God want you to do? To prepare for the situations. Or if you can't handle the hold on. Let me get my hold on jar.
Now I'm gonna say something.
Let me get my hold on jar. If you don't know how to deal with the people that's walking, what are you gonna do when the horsemen come? That's a message of preparation. You're not preparing. You don't have a mindset. The thing is, like I said, you can say situational. I'm in a bind. I'm not speaking about those people at all. And let me say this even clear. Do you think if you're in a bind with your finances that you need to be in a relationship, or do you think that you can just let God work it out the way that makes the most sense? Why not? I don't get that mindset. That is just, to me, that speaks, I would rather do it my way than the proper way that God wants me to. He wants me to be a provider, but I don't have money. Whose fault is that? God's or mine?
Yeah, thank you.
I can't blame it on God because I'm broke.
Thank you.
Like I have a situation, but there's too many homeless people that have made it out of that situation.
But that's not what we getting at,
Every single, you look up all these people that's so rich, few of them are rich. If you look up statistics, few of them are rich because they inherited it. The majority of them start from rags. Y'all, you have to understand. I understand I am in the hole, but I'm not going to give myself an excuse to not make money. I feel like that's what we're doing.
No, that's not what we doing.
All I'm speaking on is principle.
But you got to think, this whole conversation came about, would you rather have a man with money and not save, or save and not money? That's what this whole thing came from.
And you heard my response.
But from what me and Mike said, now people in the chat and some of y'all saying that we not ambitious and we don't want no money. That wasn't even the conversation. Exactly. That was never the conversation. We never even got on the fact of that. We were just getting on what if, whether, and then we went scripture, and then everybody saying that, yeah, man, I just hear excuses about not being ambitious. I hear excuses about not making money. We didn't even get on that. We're not against making money. Yeah. I preach it in church all the time. I'm not against finance at all. That, of course, is needed. But if we talking about salvation and money, tangible things, and you choosing money over salvation, that's a problem. I'm sorry. I would stay in that car and have salvation and preach the word.
I got you, but
I would stay in that car.
You can do that, but are you? But it's the thing.
Hold on, Keaton. Answer this question. In the Bible,
just stop. I'm not even gonna say it.
Hold on. All right. Then they tell,
because I'm not even.
He had him out. He said, "I give up everything." He gave up everything, and that consists of family, everything. John, and he was eating wild honey as loaf. It was.
Who gave him everything?
He gave up everything for God, and I'm saying it because.
Yeah, you could do that. Was he married?
Yeah, John was married, right? Yeah, John was married. No, John was married.
No. He gave up everything.
John was married. One of them was married. I know what you're talking about. But look,
you find a married man that gave up everything, then we can talk about the conversation.
Why are we in the car?
That's why this conversation is pointless. You can find the man that's in church and making money.
But that wasn't the question.
But the question is.
I mean, I didn't make up the question.
Yeah, I answered the question.
The question is, if he's saved with God, but does not make that much money, would you rather be with him versus the man that's not saved with God that makes money? And I get what you're saying, but my aspect is this, and this is all I'm just saying. Okay. And even like in Josh's perspective, what I feel like would be 100% irresponsible as a adult and as a man, if you were to sit here, right, and you're living in the car with your wife, you know what I'm saying, and y'all are married, and y'all were to sit here and form a child off of this marriage, but you're not even stable enough to provide for this child because you're so busy in the church. You're like, oh, this is my wife, God, this is my wife, this is my wife, and all this stuff. You're so busy worried about a wife that you're not able to go out and get it for your wife. That's not fair to your wife. That's not fair to your future children.
Shelby,
and that's
Shelby.
all I'm saying.
Shelby.
So I would rather sit here and be with the man that makes the money.
Beat on you.
B.
That-
Fight back.
Mike, that's
Go
some straight.
on.
No, we
See,
ain't
that's
even
what you
talking about
like.
that.
Add some
And that's
extra
it. And when they
variables.
lost
Lost me.
y'all don't have to worry about me getting beat. I fight back. So,
What?
no, men ain't finna beat on none
What
around
you
here.
Oh,
But I'm
did you
saying,
say
like,
you want a rude boy? What'd you say? Hold on now.
He just like beat on me.
just
They
playing.
ain't beat on
So
none
Shelby,
around
so
here.
if they homeless, they don't. If they like,
And
now,
then
I'm not
homeless, they
talking
shouldn't be
girls.
worried
If
about
you-
a
if
woman.
I'm gonna use me. If I'm homeless, I use me. If two homeless people is under a bridge and they fall in love with each other,
Oh
right?
gosh, Mike.
I feel like if
Sorry.
you have the ability
I don't-
to
that
work,
just don't make
you
sense.
need to work.
You can go.
I mean, all right. Let's
If you have the ability, you need to work.
Okay, but what about the circumstances? Sometimes God will let the enemy do things and take everything from you because it's more about your faith. And his relationship.
Exceptions. Those are exceptions.
But I'm saying though,
No,
but
it's
even
excuses.
then,
we can't
though,
make
like,
we can't make the exception the
Those are
rule.
excuses.
It's not excuse.
The exception is not
No,
the
the enemy,
rule.
no, when you say take everything from
All
me,
right, you know how many people God blessed having babies out of wedlock? Is that the rule though?
No,
but I'm
I get
saying
you
though.
on that.
God don't want it, is what I'm saying, but He
I'm
can bless
saying,
it.
though.
See, but the part
That's the
of-
difference.
So what if you're a struggling evangelist?
But I'm saying though.
What if you're? Let's talk about that. What if you're a struggling evangelist?
you're a rich
Hold on,
evangelist?
get a mic. What if you was a struggling?
Should you
evangelist?
be married if you can't provide for a woman?
Now listen to me. Now listen to me. Don't play. Listen to me. If you're a struggling evangelist, right? And God allowing it because He's taking you somewhere, but you found a wife because it's not good for men to be alone. You need your wife to help you. Y'all work together for the kingdom. That can't work because
You bringing out every exception
no, because
that
that's
God
not-
can bless,
because
but that's not the rule.
From based
God
off
will
I'm
not
hearing,
take you
it's
from
like,
one place and
Y'all
not
looking
give
at
you
it.
Are
one
you
hand.
talking about
Excuse
God's
me.
goals for you, or are you talking about what He will allow?
I'm
Because those are two different things.
God's goal for you. Stuff can still happen in the mix, bro.
No, but I'm saying though.
Like, I don't understand.
But I'm
There's somebody
saying
that
though.
goes to different churches and preaches.
around the world to
So they're not like.
Sometimes they struggle.
No, but I'm saying though, I didn't say my situation to say that, you know, that's how God intended to be. I'm saying it because I was getting on your ambition statement. We not homeless no more because I was out there working. And
that's
you know
a
now I'm still
beautiful
working.
thing.
And although
I would say
working in the car
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was working
I
in the
would
car.
say you
Like,
I would say you are very ambitious
was-
from what I'm
But
saying.
I'm saying I was never not working.
And I'm not
I was
saying that-
working,
I'm
but
not
I was
saying-
working before I got in the car. I was working when we got in the
Come on.
car. I'm out the car still working. So that's what I'm saying. That ambition because you got money because I was
This
making
one I'm- this
I
one-
was making
I'ma
way,
ask you something
I was
after
making
you.
way less over 20,000 when he was in the car. But that don't mean I wasn't ambitious. I was out there trying
Yeah,
to get it.
I would
They
never
got
say
to
that.
approve-
Yeah,
they got to
yeah,
approve
that's what I'm saying.
Mike,
Okay.
listen,
That's what I'm saying, but it's-
Would you advise your children to do the same thing you did?
To do what?
What the heck?
God blessed it. I'm not taking that away from you.
If God bless it,
But
I
how
ain't
would you
matter.
set your kids up because He told you to leave an inheritance for your kids?
Everybody can't do that, kid. Everybody can't do that. So you can't.
So
be-
God is a lie.
No.
Why?
God said do this, but everybody
Yeah,
can't.
you can't pick
Whoa,
pieces.
whoa,
God didn't give you the tools to do what He told you to do.
Pick pieces out the Bible now.
God told you to do something. God told you to do
can't-
something,
you can't
but He
pick,
didn't give you
Mike,
the
what
tools to
want
do it.
now. I was with you.
You know why everybody can't do it? Because they're not applying godly principles.
That's not true, bro.
If God said do it, He gave you the ability to do it.
Okay, so what about somebody that like
God said be saved. Everybody ain't got water to be baptized in.
No, hold on. So let's say, So let's say, I'm Shelby. We're gonna use Shelby because she like money.
That's crazy.
Hold on. Shelby, hold on.
That's a wild.
Let's go with
Hold on.
it. Let's go with
Hold
it.
on.
She like money.
So seeing that Shelby have the issue of money, right?
Yeah.
God got to build her spiritually in that area, right? So she
I'm not
can't
gonna
get-
lie.
Hold on. She can't get married because of that. God might still bless her, and that very husband or that very wife might be what you need to help you in that area. People be acting like, yo, that can't happen. That's against
You
God,
go for
like,
struggles that God didn't intend for you to have?
You don't know what God intends. You God?
God intends for you to have
Hold on,
financial
if I'm a man
struggles.
after God, right? If I'm a man after God,
Why He say be a cheerful giver if we giving and we ain't got and we feel empty when we done giving?
because everything that you give ain't tangible, spiritual.
We
So
can't
what
be
you
a
talking-
cheerful giver if we're broke.
That's not true. What did the disciples say? I have not silver and gold, but I have what? The word of God, and He gave
You
to them.
had the word of God. The word of God is not going to pay the rent.
Oh,
baby.
oh,
Rent is high.
Hey, yo, and I'll be
you
the
can
first to
keep
say it.
saying, y'all can keep saying the
I
word
stand
of
on
God.
it.
That's not going to pay the
God
rent.
paid my bills. What up? I'm telling you right now.
Cool.
You gotta work. That's what pay your.
No, I have my time.
But
I ain't work.
this is
God
the
paid
problem
my
though.
junk.
That mindset
No,
allows you to settle for less.
That's not true.
Yes, it does.
That's not true.
Who's gonna make more money?
That built my faith knowing that God got me if I got it, if I don't. What
I'm
we
not talking about.
That's-
Obviously, spiritually is another topic.
No,
Just because you're making more money don't mean that you are automatically less spiritual. Just because you got $20,000 don't mean that you're less ambitious. I agree.
Hey, Drake,
That's on the same playing field.
Then the scriptures say, if it's a person, I'm just going to paraphrase.
That mic is gonna fall.
If I'm going to paraphrase, then he say, it's better for the person that have what? A spiritual and a relationship with God than somebody that have what? 10?
Yeah, the verse
So
says.
why does it say that? Because
what
prosper is more gain than...
What prosper is it to gain the world and lose your soul?
I wasn't using that. That's good too, but I wasn't using it.
Yeah. I agree.
I'm getting at the scripture part where the Bible have it in it for a reason. It's times when
Didn't I say I would take a saved woman with one leg? Does he really understand my perspective?
No, I ain't. All right, then it don't apply to you. I'm getting at the aspect of like even not just Jim.
I'm just talking about being balanced.
Shelby. But what you said though, Ken, wasn't like we gotta be honest. It wasn't accurate.
I gave verses. Where are yours?
No.
I gave biblical evidence
but you can use
for this.
You can use biblical evidence in the wrong way, bro.
So count the cost before you build the tower. Is only talking about one tower in the Bible, or what am I missing?
No. I'm gonna say this.
That sounds like a preparation verse to me.
Even if you count the cost, don't mean you're gonna have it. So it might take you to where you like count the cost. All right, God, I got.
God don't know what he talking about.
No, that's not what I'm saying. Sometimes
he told you to do something that you can't do. Count the cost for what?
It's
I want you to prepare for this situation that you're not going to be able to handle.
God
that makes no sense.
God didn't do that before.
Why would he tell you to prepare for something like that?
A lot of times, so he can show you in a problem. He's God. A lot of times, God do that to show you I'm God.
So God's gonna make you.
No, every time you fail, it's because you did it your way.
No, that's not your. Bro,
when you do it, God's charity never fails.
So Job suffered because he did it his way, or because God said what? The devil came if you remove your hand.
Can we get back to the topic?
I study. What you mean? Job did suffer.
Do good girls get chosen last?
Yeah, Brittany, we're not doing this. You don't got a mic. Like I said, Keaton, Job didn't. He suffered for what? The Bible tell you.
If you keep bringing up exceptions, then we all need to marry prostitutes like Hosea.
I mean, if you're gonna save it from hell.
If you bringing up exceptions, we all need to go marry a prostitute.
I mean, I want.
Exceptions are not the rule. That's my point. Exceptions are not. But anyways, this is I think this was very beneficial.
I didn't say that.
This is why Christian men finish last right here.
We got a bunch of stuff that we're gonna have to have some people back, honestly. But we definitely had a real good conversation. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and I know y'all wanted to keep going, but we tired. And I gotta go pray and make my money.
I sure do gotta make my money.
You in the podcast?
I mean, I don't know. Y'all kind of out late. I mean, if y'all, I got some other topics to talk about.
Well, it's cool. Me and Brittany was in those seats.
I got some other topics to talk about, but Maya said she was getting sleepy. I ain't want to try
I've been
to.
up since 3:30. I'm sorry.
She been up since 3:30. I'm not trying to
We've
keep
been up
up.
early too, Maya. Don't run from it, Maya.
I was working hard.
I mean, we was working hard too, Maya. Maya, why you running?
Yeah.
I'm just really sleepy. I'm really enjoying myself. Y'all want to stay? We can stay.
I mean, I say let him finish the questions at least.
Yeah, I'm down.
Do you have some more questions?
Are you sure you want to
Yeah,
finish?
come on. I like Maya, Shelby. I like,
All right,
all right.
Pick they brain just a little bit more.
All right. Well, I think we're done talking about money because money's not that important, right, guys? So I'm just messing with y'all. It's just a joke. It's just a joke.
Yeah, I want to hit some more real quick.
Okay, here we go. This is gonna be a tough one.
You want to?
Ephesians 5:22. If anybody in the chat reads your Bible, you already know what this is. Y'all could probably guess what this is. All right, Ephesians 5:22. Why some women that serve God can't stand this verse and they end up finishing last. What do y'all think about this? Wives. Talking to the wives. Submit. Men, put your foot down. Submit yourselves unto your own husbands. As unto the Lord.
I want to do that.
I want to do that.
That's the goal.
For the husband is the head of the wife.
Absolutely.
Even as Christ is the head of the...
Shelby,
Did you say please? Okay.
Please.
And he is the savior of the body.
Please.
Now, don't you think some women have a problem with that verse, though?
Because it's
Somebody who was raised by their mama and nobody did.
It's the people.
Somebody who's living in a fatherless home. I'm not that girl.
Whoa, that got dark.
Sorry. I don't care. I'm very submissive. I do not want to have a man's role. I will leave it up to you.
Take that off. Put that on. What you wearing? Do them dishes.
Yeah.
How far does it go? Yeah, there we go. There we go, Shelby. That's what I
But
wanted.
at the same time,
Where's the balance?
I'm not. Hold on, let me finish it. I'm not submitting to nobody who isn't. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like if I'm doing,
Make me a sandwich.
You got to be the head. You got to be leading at some point. I'm not just submitting to just anything.
Just not them dishes. I got you.
I hope they paying the money.
Hey,
y'all
hate them dishes, boy. Yeah.
As far as submitting, this is what I think. I don't think that men understand this. Like, women want to submit to a man, but you have to be a leader. And you hear me? Okay, but women want to submit to a man, but you have to be a leader, and that's where, and it's not a leader just as far as like financial or nothing like that. It's like leading me in all aspects. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be able to listen. It's going to take a very strong man to handle somebody like me.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
I'm not, you know what I'm saying?
You know, I knew that statement was gonna come somewhere in there. It's just you said it sooner than
Everybody can't handle me.
But I knew it was gonna come in there.
But let her finish though. Let her finish.
No, I say it may look like I'm difficult. I'm not no difficult person. No, I swear I'm not. I want to submit. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna take the right person to make me submit. And like I said, I like Pookie and them from around the way, but I'm not finna submit to Pookie because Pookie gonna lead me straight to.
You can't make
chaos.
it enough. You said you're gonna tell him to do the dishes.
It's gonna take somebody that I feel like in my soul, this person means me good purpose. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not gonna leave me in no bad. He's not gonna tell me nothing to hurt me. You know what I'm saying? Most women want to submit, but it just has to be for the right person. I don't want to be independent. I'm tired of paying these bills.
I'm not trying to be a strong black woman.
I don't want to be a strong black woman. I want to sit down. He said, go wash some dishes, baby. I'm on it. I'm going to go wash the dishes. I'll clean up. And now, don't say it so demanding. Like, be like, hey, sweetheart, the dishes are getting full. I'll be like,
hey, Shelby.
I got you. But, you know what I mean?
That's what I'm talking about. Hey, Shelby, you like to be quiet. Because you sound good. That's what I'm talking about.
Wait, would you tell her to be quiet? She wasn't even talking.
No, like,
I'm being some.
Oh, like if I'm talking and my man be like, be quiet.
Shelby, what I say? What I say?
Yo.
See, it is the tone.
We can't even see you.
It's the tone. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like.
Oh, you want me to change my tone?
Yeah, like,
hey,
you don't gotta be mean to me.
Hey, yo, if I ask you again, stop playing with me. Stop playing with me.
Yo, what's... back to the topic.
Nah, like, if a man...
Because I don't approve of that.
Yeah, wait, hold on. We don't feel like that didn't just happen. Hello?
I don't approve of none of that.
It's a man's tone, too. Also, like, if a man be like, shut up, hush your mouth. It's never gonna work with me.
Are you sure?
It will never. With me?
Yeah.
You will not. You won't tell me to shut up, and you think I'm gonna shut up. I'm just like.
Maybe it's the word, but is it the tone too?
Yeah, like it's the tone too. Like you're not gonna speak to me any type of way. I'll be like, go wash some dishes. Like you're not gonna. I'm not your servant. I'm your wife. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Now if you say,
yeah,
babe, can you wash the dishes? They getting full, and you provide you the head of the household and all that stuff. That's cool. I'll go wash them. I don't want to argue. I'll wash the dishes. They getting full anyways. I might as well. You want a home cooked meal? Yeah, I want to be able to do that for my man.
You said home cooked.
Yeah, if I love you.
You cooking for the games? Y'all got the proteins and the complex carbs on there.
Hello Fresh.
Yeah. Hello Fresh.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, be ready.
That Hello Fresh, you gotta know some stuff to do that too.
Yeah, they don't give you the whole thing.
I was like, bro, where the paper at? In his bag. I said, I don't know what this is.
I want to be able to do that, but it got to be for the right person. I'm not finna sit here and make Pookie and
I didn't know my wife was in here.
Nakia said I'd be submitted to Jason.
She be quiet.
Hello?
Trying to talk.
Lord have mercy.
Nakia?
Occasion.
Oh, damn,
that's Nakia. Yeah.
Yo, my bad. I forgot. I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, she be in here.
Like I won't. I'm not gonna make Pookie a home cooked meal if I know he been outside cheating all day in the block on the streets and stuff like that. Like you can get. Yeah, you can get a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
I don't want to eat no
from
food.
From the way, like not for me, from the other chicken shit on me with.
If that man been out cheating and come back and eat one of your meals, that's a trouble.
problem.
You got to be careful. Ain't no telling what you put in there. if he didn't came out from
A
cheating.
little bit of rap for you.
Y'all talking about I'm just gonna make you a sandwich. He cheated on you. What y'all talking about?
Yeah. But like I said, you
Let me
gotta
get
be
some of that
the
red
right
sauce.
person though. You know what I'm saying? Like it can't be.
Yeah. So
Like, oh,
what
we'll
y'all
make a
what y'all
sandwich.
think about that, bro?
What part?
Submitting, like wives submitting to their husbands.
What do y'all think submitting to y'all is? Answer that.
That's a good question.
Submitting. I would say.
Submitting.
I don't want to be careful. I mean, we know what submitting is, but
Submitting is just letting me have. That's literally it. Like I said, I always say I can't control my wife. I can't control what she do, but I can get her the word of God and get her scripture, and she take it. But I'm not controlling. So submitting is just honestly letting me have. You let me have, and you be submissive. In which honestly, a male, we submit to wives too. Honestly, it's just in a different way.
Yeah, we
But
need
we
some
do.
scenarios.
We do.
I'm gonna think of something.
Like
You can keep talking. I'm trying to think of something.
He married.
I mean, you know, plenty of time. Like, let's say
We can talk
situation
about.
where
We can talk
something
about.
could get out of hand, right? Let's say it's tension. If you want more, I'll give an example. Let's say I'm out with my wife and a dude start calling all the girls B's.
Oh yeah,
Like
publicly.
a woman is a B and all that. And my wife feel offended and want to say something. I'm like, nah. Chill.
it's not the time and place for that. Then, you know.
And she can't listen to me and chill out and put both of us in danger when some things can be avoided. And I'm giving it just an example.
Oh, she gotta have
That submitting
self-control.
was like, all right, I know you gonna handle. I know you got.
Cause she might tell you, hey, you need to handle that.
Yeah.
In the way that she wants you to handle it.
Yeah.
What y'all think about that? Like a woman saying,
I actually agree.
like when they go out publicly and another man may call you out your name or do something like that, and your man's like, yo, chill, don't get upset.
I got this.
So how would you?
Yeah, that's what my man gotta do.
He not saying nothing. And this man just called me.
What should he do?
He called everybody in the room.
He don't say nothing. No, if he say it like what she said.
Like he directed it to you though.
Nah, you need to check that right there.
No. What if he killed your man dead because
say
he
how
had
you feel though.
no wisdom?
Because if you feel like you could talk to me like that, and then my man just standing right there, now we both looking like jokes.
We'll just
It's
say.
not even about that.
Let's just say
But
this.
I'm
Let's just say
saying,
this
but that wasn't
before
even
we
his
before we
scenario,
even get into it though. What that wasn't the scenario.
That wasn't his scenario. His scenario was this: he just come out and call every woman like, all y'all some
I made it
B's.
more personal. Let's go.
No,
What?
If
Okay,
he
say
had
the
woman to
question.
woman B, I know I ain't no B. Now,
All right, but
we just ignored it.
he
What make it-
obviously ain't talking to me, so I mean that don't mean nothing.
But what would be a good submission? You don't trip. You like, yo, you handle it. All right, I'm
That's why I say I feel like we'll all
I don't
agree
even
on
feel
that.
like my man should handle it. If he handle it, he call everybody B's and H's and stuff like that. It's like somebody come get their.
But if he's being direct to you,
Yeah,
if he's
because
being
that's what it
directed
is.
to me and my man is
How
right
should
there,
he handle
like,
it?
You
How should he
better
handle it?
All right, so what if
How should he before y'all? How
Look at
should
him
he
like,
handle it?
Oh yeah, I like that, Keaton. I
Yeah,
like
that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
What should he do?
Yeah.
What should your man do? What would you expect your
I
man
like
to
that,
do?
Keaton.
in the most Christian way or in reality, how I want him to.
Man, check him like you
I
would
don't
check
know.
any other man on the street.
What you want? Would you want him to act like a Christian?
Boy, you better fight.
You want him to fight? Okay,
We
wait.
fight.
Nah, don't fight.
So the man he goes past you, and he mad at you. Ain't no telling what.
Like we
He call you out your
he's
name.
like, watch out, B.
Yeah. Let's just say that
Something
happened.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, my man finna hate. He
He finna fight him.
Yeah, you.
Nah, don't
whatever
fight,
it
don't
leads
fight.
to, but it should lead
What
to
if it
fight.
costs his
Don't fight.
life though? What if it costs? What if it costs him his life? You gotta think about
We
that.
got kids. We gotta go.
So-
They need to say.
So now
That
you
is so embarrassing.
Before y'all say that,
so
Maya,
embarrassing.
what do you think that he should do before we get all
Yeah,
into
go ahead, Keaton, go
the
ahead,
answer?
Keaton, go ahead.
Okay, me, I feel like you should check that right there.
How should you
Editor.
check it?
Confront him like, watch your mouth. Don't talk to her like that.
And keep it moving, or be
Yeah.
like, hey, you gonna
Oh,
watch
yeah.
it next time? That we how far are you going with it? I'm just trying to see how far.
In the most respectful way.
How far are we going with it?
In the most
That was a good
respectful
one.
way, like that's my woman. Like, don't disrespect her. Like,
And
just.
what if they try to
And then he be like, bump that, bro. I don't care about you. Get out my face. What he
All
gonna
right,
do?
and then we gonna take it to the
We
level.
going
We going
and I'm
we
jumping
going
in too.
I'm trying to
wherever you
dig
think
in.
I'm jumping in too.
wherever
But you're not even there.
we loaded.
How Shelby get there?
We loaded.
I don't want him to say nothing. Give me
Girl, calm down.
I'm reloaded.
So let's say this.
Man bumped you. He's like,
Before
watch
y'all
out,
get
B.
into the
You don't want
answer.
the man to say
Okay.
nothing?
Before y'all get into the answer, I want to add one more wrench in there.
to go. We got kids.
But wait. Brittany, don't give him the answer yet. Before y'all get there to the answer, the wrench in the game is, he said, "Come on, let's go." He don't even pay him no mind. Keep walking. What you gonna think about your man?
He weak.
I'm like, dang, bro. Like, you ain't
He
gonna.
weak.
You got a weak one.
I'm more tougher
So
than
y'all
my
got to
man.
dig in before y'all start trying
I'm
to
happy you did
put
this, Steve.
information
I'm
out
happy you
there.
did that. I'm happy you did that.
Yep.
Why am I more tougher
I'm
than my
gonna keep
man?
walking with you, but
You
in
so
my head,
in
I'm
your head,
like, dang,
you're
bro.
tougher.
I know for a
important.
fact you ain't gonna hold me down.
Shelby just said she is tougher than her man because of that scenario.
I like her
Y'all got to
answer,
pay attention to that.
Yeah.
I like her answer though, because she said she'll still walk with him.
Yeah.
Although she
Yeah.
don't understand the situation in her head, like yo, my
Like,
man,
dang,
my
bro.
man's really a punk.
No.
I
But
do.
I really like her answer.
Yeah, Shelby.
My face is crunched up.
Nah,
Like,
you
She
got
wanna
you
beat
got to
people
think.
up.
You got to think about the bigger picture. Like, damn, we finna.
That's
go to
gonna be
the
an
hospital.
argument for you and your husband.
You
might
probably
though.
ain't going. Yeah.
Y'all gonna have an
if my
argument about
husband
that.
says nothing at all, and this man calls me a B, but you want me to wash the dishes when I get home?
Yo.
We both washing the dishes.
We both do.
All right, y'all take it where y'all want now.
It's a two-woman household.
Yeah,
We the girls.
Watch it.
We the girls, though. We the girls.
If
Hey,
anything, I watch it.
I opened it up though. I opened it up. Y'all go ahead.
No, I'm saying, listen, just listen to how this sounds.
It sounds crazy.
For what?
protect
For-
Yeah,
let's understand
Hey,
though.
man, you're supposed to be the protector
Let's understand
and
though.
the provider.
Yeah, protect and provider.
You get what I'm
I
saying?
feel like
He
I'm in
didn't
danger
protect
with
you from that insult.
I'm better off by
Don't
myself.
protect me.
I was better off walking by myself.
He didn't protect you from that
I'm better
insult,
walking
right?
with Maya.
Yeah.
Me and Maya should have been walking together. You know what I'm saying? Like, if,
So y'all go into a full-fledged fight.
if it's
Nah,
me and
I don't
Maya,
like seeing men fight.
me,
Yeah.
Okay, so can I ask you
that's my
something?
man, so I'm gonna jump in.
When
Like,
you have little girls, and I learned this. I'm not the hard way, but I learned this with a little girl, and I'm gonna tell you what I said to her. But what would you do if you got a little girl and this happened? How you want her to carry herself? Because a woman can't beat a man, and he noticed he a sick retarded dude that feel good be coming
You
at
can't say
women.
that word on
my bad.
YouTube. Sorry.
And he decided.
But they
to press
probably
you.
want their daughters' husbands to do the same thing.
No, their husband's not there. I want to ask you this. I want Maxim y'all this. What would you do if you with your niece or your daughter and it's just y'all and this dude come at y'all crazy? What would you do?
you said if I'm with
You with your niece or you with your child when you get blessed with one and it's just y'all two and the dude come at you crazy. Call you and your daughter and every woman out her name. Personal, direct, or broad, general, whatever. How you want to carry yourself?
if it's
for your daughter?
personal, I'm gonna address it. I don't care. I'm gonna address it.
Even if it go into brawling.
Like, nah, because when I feel like it's getting like, cause I got a smart mouth, so I have a very smart mouth.
Yeah.
So I might say something that you might gonna want to say. You might gonna want to put your hands on me by the time I finish with you.
Yeah.
But if it's like he like, oh, move, B, your mother. You know what I'm saying? Like, we going into like that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Now, when I feel like it's getting too much, I'm like, you doing too much. If I'm by myself and I don't have a man with me. But if I'm with my man, I feel like before I should even say anything that come out my mouth, my man should go crazy about me. I'm your wife. You made a vow to me and God. You was going to protect me thick and thin.
Okay.
And you sit here and let some random dude that you don't even know disrespect and put me in harm's way. I might as well just be with a woman at that point because that's what I'm with at that point.
So, all right.
I'm going to let y'all go first.
So, this the thing. Reason why I asked that, right?
At least say something. If you ain't going to fight, say something.
Nah, because this the thing.
Dang.
Now, if you by yourself, right, I'm going to go for that one first. If you by yourself and you sit there and that dude knock you straight out, now look what you just painted because you didn't think about the whole outcome. Now, let's go to the man aspect. You with your dude and you forcing him to say something. This dude he can't beat the dude because obviously he can't because he beat on women. And he pull a gun and kill him dead. Now he's dead. Your daughter without a dad, you are without a husband. All because what? Words. And that's the thing, yo. I learned this and I get it. Cause me personally, somebody did that with my daughter. And I told my daughter, if we ever together and somebody call you out or call women out their name, if you respond, I mean that's because that's what you are. If you not a female dog, shut your mouth. If he don't, unless he get in your face, it's a difference if a man approach you and put his hands on you or get to the point where now I don't know if you want to put your hands on my wife or me. That's different. But if he just all rah-rah, yelling a little close or whatever and say, yeah, your daughter, your wife or whoever it be, yo, let's go home. It's time to go. Now, being honest, afterwards, I might decide to go, See where I can go back to that place. So we can have a
It's too
conversation.
late. You should have handled that.
No.
when-
But
when I
the
was
thing
there.
is, well, my family
Don't
with me,
come-
my daughter with me. You gotta understand.
It was gonna be the same outcome.
No. What
You
if
should have handled that.
what if he pull a gun? He shoot your daughter. It's like you gotta think about.
I get what you're saying, right? Don't go back trying to look for trouble. You had already let Pookie get away.
No,
so.
I'm saying if I'm as a man, if I can't handle that and I feel I got it, I think that's the best. You gonna address him regardless. Do it without your family, and then in woman aspect, yo, you gotta think about that. If you really think about this, like, yo, this can cost you your own child, and or you could cost you your husband, all because he said something that's not true. He called you a B. Okay, well, what dog? I don't see a dog around here. Crack a joke, son, if you got to get it out.
Okay,
No,
at the same time, like Tasha was saying, if you don't speak up in front of your child or your children, like, what example are you showing them? Like, I should feel like, oh, my dad got me. My daddy don't play about me. My man don't play about me.
But he do got you. As a man, I'm telling you, I learned this. He do got you. You know how I got you? I was a foolish dude to get tough and fight this dude, not knowing how many people with him or what weapon, and my child and my wife is standing there. A bullet don't have a name on it.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm a type of dude, when I was in the world, if you get away from me, I'm coming for your mom to draw you out from wherever you at. You don't know how these people mindset is. And I lived a certain life, so I know certain things. So me, I'm like, y'all love my daughter too much. Yeah. I can't go home and be like, lady, come here, because I was foolish, because I wanted to show my daughter what he called you obviously is what you is, when I know you my daughter and you not a dog. Like, it's a better example as a woman or a man to sit there and say, yo, lady, you see how disrespectful he is? Or son, don't be like him. Or daughter,
okay,
this don't apply to you. And do what I tell my kids, do what I do. Don't do what I used to do. Do what I do now. It don't apply to you. That you're not a dog, lady. Now, if he touch you, I can't speak for if they touch you. It's
a little different now.
They put your hand, I'm give you my. I don't know if they gonna think I'm down.
I feel like the least, and I'm saying the bare minimum least to me, what you can do is say something.
Nah, that could cost you your life, man.
You have to be able to discern situations, though. If you can't get a solution from saying something, if the dude is gonna walk away, like let's say it's some racist dude, you can't speak. If you can't speak reverse racism into his heart, like that ain't gonna happen. He's gonna be the same dude. Like,
what you want to say.
If you think about, like, see, that's another thing that makes Christians look more corny to women.
Yeah.
Because turn the other cheek, cringy, right?
Yeah.
A dude turn the other cheek, doing what the Bible told us to do, is very cringy, and that's exactly what Jesus did. It's cringy though, for a Christian man to do that. Because it looks lame. It looks like you can't stand up for yourself.
Yeah.
But when you do stand up for yourself, you get shot. You die. Now the man's sending his boys on you.
Yeah.
It's just, people don't think about how it looks and what happens. Like, they don't think about that. They think about right now I was offended. That's all you can think about. He offended me, fix it. Even if he stops him, he still offended you. It don't take that away.
I get what you're saying in that
That's
aspect.
a good point, though.
I get exactly what you're saying, but that's still not gonna make me look at you when we get home and be like, "Oh, I got the toughest office, man."
At least you get to look at him though.
Facts.
That's the point.
And
it's gonna be a silent look too. I ain't gonna lie.
And he ain't gonna have like bruises on his face. Your children ain't gonna be, be messed up. You know what I'm saying? We don't care about the end result. We care about ourselves and how we feel. And our man needs to deal with that when he's trying to deal with the solution. He ain't trying to deal with your feelings at the time, because your feelings gonna get you hurt. He's trying to deal with the solution and say, hey, it'd be better to walk away because that dude is irrational. If he called you that for no reason, that means you can't logically fix him.
Yeah, something off about
he need a
it.
therapist. He's confused. He's crazy. You try to correct something like that, so I'm gonna have to look lame in order to save our lives.
That's another way of protecting my wife.
There you go, Maya. That's wisdom, yo. A lot of, not just women, a lot of people don't.
He gonna be a bully no matter what.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
But
you gotta.
Well, you say.
I get what you're saying.
You need a shirt.
Gotta understand.
You need a T-shirt that say "I get what you're saying,"
what you're saying, but-
dot.
Shelby, you gotta understand. You can't. Ain't no just one fight.
You're not gonna win every battle.
No, it's not even that. You can win the battle, but it's not just going in with a fight. Even if he walk away that night, like, bro, them boys coming after him. Yeah. His boys coming at them like that. It don't just go with a fight. Oh, you lost. It's cool now. Like,
you just have no idea.
Your husband retaliated to him, calling you the B word, beat him up, whatever the case may be, because his words led to action. So now he had to beat him up. Like, your husband not safe no more. Just be honest, because that's just how the world works. Now it's time we're gonna ride up on him. He beat me up. We finna do what they did to my man's on 8 Mile
me
when he
smack
beat
his
him up.
daughter.
Yeah, we finna go crazy now. So he could lose his life. And y'all mean, however you look at your husband because he walked away, like he said, at least you looking at him and it ain't in the casket. Because you're gonna be looking at him a whole lot sadder when it's in the casket.
God didn't mean for us to lay down our lives for word offenses.
Let's be
There's
honest.
other things that we gotta protect you from.
Is it really
than
that
people
serious?
calling you out your name?
It ain't that
It's
word
like really
ain't that
serious
serious.
issues.
It ain't that serious.
If he come in the house, if some robber come in the house and he got the gun,
That's different.
but then you see that same situation play out, he don't say nothing.
Yeah, we
you
got
know what
problems.
type of man you got.
Yeah,
I'm
then
like,
he better walk, man.
Wait.
I'm with him.
The robber come in the house. It's the
Now
same
he better
dude.
wash those dishes.
I'm saying the same. I'm saying the same dude. The same dude that grabbed the gun when somebody broke in the house is the same dude that said, "Nah, I ain't saying nothing. Let's keep walking because I know how it works." That's the same dude, and you would say, "No, he's weak." But you saw the work he put in right here, so you're basing it very situational, and it's actually not like calling you selfish, but by what
not
you're saying,
wise.
it's a selfish thing to care more about your feelings than both of you guys' well-being. Because that's what it is. You feel some type of way, he need to fix it. And you still gonna feel salty even if he fix it.
He gonna have to explain that when we get home, Michael.
God better receive it though.
Yeah,
God better receive it.
yeah, it's gonna be real.
But see,
quiet
you
when I
said
do.
submit. So that's some of those situations,
I
the
like that,
direction that he takes, and he says this is the best for us. You're not submitting to that.
Nope.
And you
So
see-
how many other areas are you gonna lack?
And that's
in
why
that
I was like,
area?
I like Maya answer because she said, although I'm gonna be looking at you crazy, I'm gonna walk away with
Yeah,
you.
I'm still gonna submit.
So it's like
yeah, you could be honest and feel some type of
she
way.
don't even agree. But look, it is what it is. I submit.
At least we can argue.
Because
with
not
it, though.
exactly.
I
And
never
now my
said I
man's
wasn't gonna
might
walk away. You might ride home.
my man's might be washing them dishes when they get home, but at least she can look at them wash the dishes.
Yeah, I ain't never said I wasn't gonna go home. Shoot, we only took one car here.
If you say
But-
yo, you say
But
I
you
bet
gonna make
my
him
man
sleep
gonna
on the
punch you in your
couch?
mouth.
Oh, you're definitely sleeping on
Like,
the couch.
She said you sleeping on the couch, bro.
Yeah, you're definitely.
See, but that's
sleeping on the
it.
couch.
That's
But
it,
say
like,
he
we
did the
don't-
right thing and
You
saved
definitely going
y'all's
in the group chat,
lives,
too, I ain't gonna
and
lie.
he on the couch.
They gonna be
for it.
talking about in the group
Oh,
chat.
you're in the group chat.
So,
Oh,
your marriage
man.
gonna be short. Your marriage gonna be short. You ain't gonna have
You
long
need a
marriage.
man that's ready to die.
I'm not saying. I'm not saying.
And you have to be ready to die though. You don't know what'll
lay
happen.
your life on the line for me.
Anyway, that scenario.
For that,
anyway, that
though.
scenario go. You ain't
For
gonna
that
your marriage
one
ain't gonna be
scenario,
long.
You would-
Whether
This
he
dude can
die
pull a
or
gun
he
out
just
on
gotta
me,
leave
but
'cause
my
you
wife
wildin'.
is offended. I gotta stand up for her. That's what type of man you want at that moment. He didn't pull the gun out, but he could, and he got to stand up and risk his life, even though this dude didn't even go to the extremes of pulling out a gun yet. You don't know. He could. So that means I gotta know. A man is gonna think about that whole situation and say he could pull a gun out,
I'm gonna walk off,
but I don't care.
I just said I'm gonna walk off with my man. I'm not just gonna walk off and just be quiet. I'm be like, you gonna say that? Oh, okay. I'm done with a woman. And like,
The sad
it's not
part
gonna be an
is-
argument. You're gonna have to explain that
Yeah.
to me. Cause I'm not gonna receive that.
No, I got you. The sad
Automatically.
part is there are so many women that already understand that, and they're the ones that's gonna get picked.
All right, get picked.
I'm just being real with you. They don't
talking
want
about
to.
two different
They don't
men.
want to put their lives on the line for something petty like that. That really doesn't have any value in your life. They said something that does not affect your life,
Right.
but only thing it affected was your feelings. And somebody's putting their life on the line for your feelings instead of being able to save their life for when they really need to put their lives on the line. It's like if Jesus did that, we would all be in hell because we all got offended.
Yeah,
It's words.
yeah.
We want our man to risk their lives for words. That's crazy.
How he gonna protect you in any other problem in the future if he in jail behind bars or if he dead because somebody called you a B word? There's bigger things that happen out there, and
Maybe
ain't
it's
what-
just got to digest. I don't know, but that's
I'm
the
telling you,
part that they need that Christian thug.
I'm telling
They
you.
need that thug that's gonna scarcely make it, and he gonna
Nah,
scarcely
but
risk his life at that
but
moment.
he not even gonna make it if he died in.
Yeah, he died
Because he
sin.
died in his sin, so he won't even make it.
Yeah,
And they gonna
it's
be
like
married
we're
to
just
somebody else.
we're setting ourselves up for failures. Is what it is.
I'm telling you, you gonna have
With
to
certain
explain that to
mindsets.
me when we get home. I'm not gonna receive it off the rip. I'm gonna have to call Maya and be like, does this make sense before I start going on?
And that's what you have
Yeah.
that serve God
Yeah,
for.
yeah.
Maya being what you need. So
Yeah.
that's the good thing about Maya. Besides, you like you said, she's not a city girl. And that's a good thing. You know what I mean? Because she said earlier. And then the fact that she being a woman of God, you got somebody that'll hold you accountable. You know what I mean?
Urban
Because
girl.
this rational, just go off of instant moving off emotions is not good. That's in marriage or friendship. Because at the end of the day, like, yo, you only gonna go but so far with that type of mindset.
Yeah.
I got one more question.
All right.
What do y'all think men of God are looking for? I mean, you can just say men in general, but you know, I guess the man that you're looking for, what do you think that he wants in a woman?
The man that I'm looking for, or a man of God?
I'm
asking like a serious
That's
question.
like, I am not looking for a man of God.
Not saying I'm not looking for a man of God.
The man you looking for, yo, I want to know.
Yo.
Maya, what's the
I
man?
answered the last one first, though.
Oh, man. Yo.
All right, the man I'm looking for, what I think he's looking for, like, I think he's looking for somebody that he can actually have, like, a friendship with, like, a connection with, you know what I'm saying? Like, somebody that he finds common interests, common likes in, somebody that makes him
My bad.
last mile. And then I think a lot of men, I might not be right, but I think a lot of men are big on, like, submissive women as well. Like, a woman is not going to talk back, a woman is not going to argue back, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
What's that say?
Hopefully I'm right.
So they're saying the other man didn't push the wife. Do you understand?
I think they heard that and they ran with it. I don't know. Because,
Heard what?
like, in the scenario, I think they heard, like, a question asking, like, did he push me or something? I think they just ran with that. But, because we didn't say they touched him, but I think one of us asked if, or gave a scenario, nah, it's different.
Oh, they're asking for clarification?
Yeah, but it wasn't if he put his hands on you, but I think somebody asked, did he put his hands on me? So, and I think they ran with that. I don't know.
Okay. It is true that, you know, we'll get, like, we speak on what we would do.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily mean that that's how it's going to go down,
Yeah.
but at least we have an understanding for what should happen. Like, yeah, somebody bump into my woman and call it that. It's like, I say, like, we need to handle it this way, but I don't know.
Until you actually in that.
It is different when it happens.
That's true too.
I may be like, yo, chill, bro. And, you know, he may not do nothing. If he start chasing us with a gun, we're going to be running.
Shoot back. Chasing you with a gun? Why y'all running?
Yeah, no, oh my God, I'm not that shit with a gun.
We just about to die, yo. Get in the car.
I mean, you know, hey, give yourself a chance. I don't know.
I'm like, babe, we about to jump
You
him.
better zigzag this. Well, I mean, yeah.
Jump him, yo.
Who? She want to call in. She can call in.
She said we on her nerve.
Make her nerves back. Hi, Storm.
Oh, man.
She can call in. I mean, the thing is, like, I can't be disrespectful, so I'm just, I mean, because it can be disrespectful to try to talk over and correct somebody, so I'm just going to be listening.
You hear her point. Hear her point.
Oh, can you set the call up like that? Like,
Nah, I don't have any.
Okay, that'd be cool.
I told him you got some things to say.
I just had, yeah, it's cool.
She just need to come back and rebuttal.
That's fine.
She going back on the comment. She finna watch it over again and comment. Watch it.
Oh, well, I mean, I don't know when we gonna see it. If she watched it from the beginning,
She got about 3 hours of content. By the time you do that,
tell her to watch it on 2x speed. Well, we can't hear her. Hold on a second. Say that one more time.
I said, like y'all was saying a few minutes ago, if you caught in a situation, pray that God will help you do the right thing. Because I know for a fact you could be saved or not. Let somebody call me out my name, my brother, dad, or husband there, or my son. It's gonna be ugly. I'm gonna be praying that God
Everybody's
fix
saying
the
what they would
situation.
do. You know what I'm saying? But
And a man will stand up and let somebody call his daughter out of their name and not say a young man or try to. I mean, I understand what you're saying, but you just have to say, let me pray and ask God to help me do the right thing. And then situations, I don't know, if you ain't in a situation, you really can say to you there and just pray that the God in you help you. Help nobody just not to do that. Walk around protected so that doesn't happen. But y'all be talking about a lot of stuff. Them over there in that corner.
Oh,
Yeah, we praying for him, Pudding.
That I can't see till they say something. Y'all know
We
that
praying
y'all
for
just talking.
We praying for him.
I ain't heard Josh say a lot, but y'all know y'all just over there running y'all mouth.
So you know that the y'all that you talking
Hey.
about is Mike
She
there.
said the one in the corner that I can't see.
Go to work, get you a job,
Oh Lord,
and just make that be the focus.
let them know. They already saved. Tell them they just need money now. We just need money now.
Okay.
I agree with
All
you.
right. Yes.
You're right. It is situational.
You know, if you
You're right.
don't work, you can't eat, and God done already set it up how He wanted. So people can't say I'm gonna go to church and wait for God to tell me to get a job. He already done told you to work. So that ain't something you got to ask God for. Just go get a job and go to church. And if you in God's will, He gonna set it up where you can work and go to church.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's you by yourself, you can starve, you cannot eat, you can fast every day, you can live on the street if it's just you. But if you've got a family and a wife to support, you got to do something different.
Yeah. So
And
when
that's
you
just
coming
the
on?
bottom line.
When you coming on the? You coming on episode 22?
Wait, let me speak in tongues first.
Please, that's what we need. We got an interpreter. We got Maya here. She can interpret tongues. No,
Okay. But I'll talk to y'all later. I gotta watch the show. I couldn't even watch the whole thing because
You sound like you caught up pretty well.
I couldn't get on it because I couldn't respond. So I had to quit watching because my head was about to bust up.
Oh, I understand. My head was doing the same thing.
I'm going to learn how to go on here and be able to respond to these shows because it's best for me not to watch them because I can't respond.
Yeah, I know that's gonna make
Because
you
I
angry.
don't understand the titles and all of that.
Okay. I'm gonna get a phone back to Brittany. Yeah, I do want to I do like what she said. I mean, it is situational, like we just said. Like we say this is my whole thing is like, don't expect your man to not have your best interests in mind when he says we not responding to this dude. Yeah. There are certain times where he got more insight on this dude is crazy.
Yeah.
He's kind of out his mind. You know, some crazy people that do stuff like that, like to call you out your name for no reason. You got to look a little deeper than just. But yeah, there's certain situations
you're saying it
that
like
you
in a
do
Christian
that you
aspect, but
can
like,
discern like that it's time to check them.
It just don't think I'm saying.
We're gonna have a lot of people call it in. Hold on a second. Hold on 1 second, Sue. I guess she did that on accident. I don't know.
I'm just saying, like, in a certain aspect, like, I feel like y'all are speaking, like, in the Christian mind, like, okay, like, yeah, don't say nothing, but in reality, most cases, 99.999% of cases, I'm not gonna sit here and be satisfied with my man. Like
if anybody want to call in, that y'all got my number, y'all can call in.
I'm saying, me personally, I don't care if you done gave your life over to God, just like Unput said, like, if I'm sitting here with my man that's supposed to be my protector, my provider, yes, I get what y'all saying. Y'all are thinking about it in a logical aspect, but no woman wants to be with the weaker man. You know what I'm saying?
Is he weak, though?
And that's exactly what I'm about to say. Y'all might not look at it as, somebody's being weak, they're being logical, but then at the end of the day, it's not a good look. You know what I'm saying?
But at the end of the day, would you really want somebody that has a logical thinking, that you're going to be, that's leading you?
I'm going to say something. I'll probably buy
but you got to put yourself.
So you
in
want a hot
situation
head
for real? Like, if it was somebody that you were speaking to, right? Do you love him? Like, this is your person. Like, you want to spend life with him. Do you
At least I want
to...
you to say something. You don't got to go in your car and go get a gun and go fight. I'm not saying that.
But what if him saying
like,
something result to that?
Talking to, hey, but nah, this my girl. You gonna check that? If you're like, man, after that, I ain't gonna check nothing. I mean, all right, man. At least you walked off. But at least I know you said something.
But what if that him saying something leads to something else?
I say it's situational, man. Like every situation, say something. Like, well, let's let Sue. We got Sue on the line. What you want to say, Sue?
Yeah. I want to say, okay, so
you disagree with Mike. We get it. Everybody did understand.
Like everybody disagree with Mike.
I don't disagree.
I'm just kidding, Mike. I'm just kidding. No, I just want to say that when it comes to, I feel like when it comes to a man and a woman, there's positions that need to be played, right? Mm-hmm. And so in a scenario where I guess a man is about to get ready to call a woman a certain name or whatever like that, or calls her a certain name, if a woman feels like her man is weak in that moment because he doesn't say nothing in that moment, first you got to remember that, you know, the way you do stuff can have a ultimate, can have a drastic ending, is what I was finna ready to say. So it is better, especially if you know how your man how he is, it's better for your man not to say anything, especially if you know he's the type of person that's going to like pop off or whatever like that. So just like Ash was saying earlier, words are just words. I don't think nobody should get killed, gunned down, or nothing like that.
Ask her
because of words.
The same way about
and now, but I do believe that there is a way to do things. Like if a scenario did happen where a guy was like, well, you know, da, da, da. Hey, bro, hey, man, you got to chill. Like, hey, man, come here, let me holler at you for a minute. I see that you elevated. Let me holler at you for a minute. That's my wife, man. And you know, calling her a B, that's disrespectful, bro. So, you know, it's a way to talk to somebody, you know, and it's a way to deal with people. And if they to the point where they acting all crazy, all right, baby, let's go. Let him do him, you know, and then she has to respect that, because if something happens and your dude get killed because you felt like in that moment he should have been a man, now you got a dead husband that protected you in a moment that it really wasn't even happening. It really wasn't even that serious.
Never see that man in your life.
All right.
Okay, I like that answer. At least better. At least say something.
Well, all right, Sue.
No,
thank you
keep
for.
her on the phone.
Keep her on the phone.
Keep her on the phone. No, give me the phone.
Okay. Well, you got to put her on the mic.
I will. Yo, so you telling me if this man just out the blue call you the B word, you think he gonna want to have a reasonable conversation with your husband?
I've seen it happen. I've been in a scenario where
this is good.
I was somewhere and the dude thought that I bumped him. I actually did not bump him, but he thought that I bumped him, and dude was mad about something. He reached around and said, "Watch yourself, B." You know what I'm saying? And it was somebody who was there with me.
Hold on, let me talk to you real quick,
really
bro.
didn't appreciate that. But the type of person I am, I was like, it didn't flex me no type of way, because I know who I am. I don't, you know, this dude don't know me. I'm not a bee. I'm not a female dog. None of that other stuff. So it didn't flex me in no type of way.
Saying it's situational.
So you can say what you want to say. Sticks and stones may hurt your bones, but words don't never hurt Sue. So
I know that's right, Sue.
Anybody can feel how they want to feel and say what they want to
Wait,
say.
you agree with her?
What movie you got that off of?
I'm so confused.
It was just a good saying.
So, what movie?
I don't agree with it at all, but it
did you get
just
that
sounds
quote
good.
off of?
I didn't get it from no movie.
Man, come on. Everything you say come from. Nah, let me stop.
Hey, stop,
But
dog.
I'm sure go home and
nah, I'm just
somebody
playing.
get up in your face. If somebody get up in your face and if somebody put their hands on you, now it's time to rock and roll. But if they just saying stuff, then let them say stuff. If that's not who you are, why you get mad about it?
Nah, word. I feel you, but I'm saying, even with the dude who called you the B word,
I like what
he
Rayla
thought
said.
you did something. So he had so in his head he had a reasonable thing to call you a B word, and he misunderstood. So whatever conversation was had, oh, okay, my bad. Thought something happened, it didn't happen. But we speaking of just a dude out of nowhere, y'all chilling, you chilling with your wife, whatever the case may be, and he called your wife a B word for no reason. 10 times out of 10, this guy is not finna have no reasonable conversation with your husband about why my wife ain't a B. It's not happening. It's not gonna happen. He
hit him with the hardest punch you got, baby.
Once again, you just answered answered the question that you asked me with your own answer. It was a dude out of nowhere. Who cares about him? Who is he?
No. Huh?
Nah, it's different.
I'm saying y'all agree. She's saying it's situational, but you say 10 times out of 10. So
who is he? So why would his words affect me or affect my husband? I wouldn't want my husband to jump bad at some dude because he called me a B.
Oh, so you agree with me?
Yeah, she agreed.
Yeah, my husband.
She was just saying it could be a situation where he's like, blah, 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 he could be coming at you even more. Then you got to check.
Because this dude just called somebody he don't know a B. He just like you said, he's a dude out of nowhere. Who cares?
Okay, cool. I just want to know who's on the same page. All right, thank you, Sue. Thank you, Sue.
Have a blessed one, sister.
I hope you living well.
All right, sister. All right.
Hang up on.
God bless you, Sue.
That's it.
All right, cool. So, anybody that calls, you have about 3 minutes, unless we, like with Josh.
If my wife calls, she can talk however she wants.
Well, hold up now, brother.
No.
I love y'all, but not that much. No, just playing. Now, Rayla said, if the antagonizer's goal is to make you upset, why go for it? My bad. My contacts are failing me. Why go for it? They're literally trying to make you mad. So why get mad? I'm sorry, the thing was covering up the words.
So the antagonist's goal was to make upset, then why get mad? Baby, I am mad. I don't care about what you.
It ain't no reason for
my wife
the
made that comment, by the way. Look how
Lord, here we go.
Go.
Look how wise my wife is.
All right, we got John on the phone.
Tell the kid that I don't agree.
John is you on speakerphone. Go ahead. You got about 3 minutes.
Nobody want to hear John.
Let me let y'all know something, man.
Yo, man, shut up.
All that cap y'all doing on the live, man. Y'all gotta kill all that, man.
What you tell? Who is this?
That's not him.
Hold on.
That's not how he talk.
Oh, come on, man. You wasting my time.
Who in the room?
Jesus.
Are you even watching the live?
He was on here
I'm
talking.
about to hang up on you,
y'all
bro.
still on live?
You not?
Y'all still on live?
All right, man. We out, bro. You not even paying attention. Yeah. This man called me. He said, "Who in there?" Are you watching the show? I thought he was here already.
He wasn't here. He know who in here.
Maybe he thought some people could have left or something.
He just
Look, anybody else want to call in?
Nope.
Let me ask Byron what he got to say.
It's Miss
Come on,
Jackson.
please don't do that. Don't
Let
get
him
his
know.
feelings hurt.
Ain't
Don't
no,
get Byron feelings hurt. What I say is this,
don't say nothing crazy.
What?
Not you.
Nah.
We're talking about
What I'm about to say is the whole point of that. I get it. You don't know how you're gonna fully act, but for the most part, I say this: you might get angry. Everybody gonna get angry, but in that moment, you gotta really ask yourself and pay attention. Like, dang, do I want to do this? I could go in his mouth, and it got a ripple effect. So, no, if I got my wife and like Mayo saying, wasn't it? I gotta think about it. Why am I fighting this dude? I'm gonna get angry. I'm gonna get real angry, and I'm gonna make it clear. He gonna know I'm angry. I could say a lot without saying anything by my demeanor. I could step in between him and my wife or whatever, but I don't have to say nothing to him.
That's true.
And it's gonna say a lot because if he start with the words and don't get physical.
Yeah, we ready to go there if we got to.
Yeah, he gonna get the demeanor of yo. All right, obviously he ain't worried about me. My wife gonna see I ain't worried about my man, but that's not my problem. You not a dog. You not whatever he got. He could be on drugs. We don't know, babe. But I'm not about to even do all that because me and my wife need to be on the same page. Me and my kids need to be on the same page. I do that with my kids. That's why I was saying that. Yo, when we out here, this how we move. Stay close to my wife. Yo, they don't even know. They don't even got to know you, my wife. You know who I am, and you good. If it get dumb, get in the car. You get in the car. I ain't gonna get in the car first because then Shelby, it's like, yo, what? You wasn't protecting me. You get in the car. I'm gonna make sure you get in the car. I'm gonna make it real clear with no words. I will be angry, Christian and non-Christian. You're gonna be angry, but no, I'm not just talking. I'm being honest. I've been in a situation. Josh has been in a situation, and it's like, yo, you know what, bro? Whatever. We might just start laughing among each other and walk off. So it's like, everybody ain't gonna go mode. You won't. Your mind, your feelings might go there, but you don't have to go there. And that's all we were saying. Like, yo, I want to go home with my wife. I don't want to be locked up. While I'm knocked out with a bottle, he stomping my wife's face in because I wanted to fight him.
Did y'all not see the story of Batman?
No.
Both his parents died, man. So let me stop.
Keaton dumb, but that's all I wanted to say.
But I would want a woman to understand, kind of have discernment for people. So when the guy walks up, I know people be like, who cares? He dissed you, right? I get it. But when you look into it deeper, you have more of an understanding like I have. So that way we're not looking at it just the situation. We looking at it like, all right, we got to have a solution to this problem. Like, I'm doing what protects both of us. And sometimes, like you said, this dude could be on drugs. Like, we don't know what is going on in his head.
Yeah.
He could be one of these people that's just ready to fight somebody. I've seen people come in the gym and be working out the craziest workouts. They drink a bunch of alcohol, come in the gym like some. I ain't talking to that dude. That dude is crazy. Hold on a second. We gotta
walk in the gym. You gotta be.
Got another caller.
He got every weight on it.
Alfonso.
I'm not fighting him.
Are you on the live?
Yeah, I was on the live.
Yeah.
All right, you got something you want to say, brother?
Yeah.
All right, we listening.
Pretty much that you know, at the end of the day, when people come and offend you and try to get you mad, really the way you respond, if it's negative, usually it's pride, because it's like, I ain't gonna let this person talk to me this way. I ain't gonna let them do me like this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you get mad because you feel like they did you wrong. You know what I'm saying? When, you know, they spat on Jesus, they crucified him, they did all this. You feel me?
A little bit.
And the Bible tells you that pride comes before destruction. So it's like, are you really going to get into it with this person you don't know? You don't know what they got going on. You don't know if they had a bad day, if something happened to their family. It's like so many deeper aspects of it that, you know what I'm saying, you lashing out or like trying to retaliate. What is the point? What are you trying to prove? Because me, it's, you know, keep my family safe. I ain't got nothing to prove him. I'm trying to go home and make sure everybody who came with me going back. You get me? You know what I'm saying? That's about it, though. You know?
said you sound like you about to cry.
Oh, no. It's just, you know. It's just because I've been dealing with nothing crazy. I ain't like, but it's just like, you know, I guess I text you about it, like, you know, got something going on with family. And it's like I deal with this like every day. And it's like, you know, I can say something back or I can retaliate or like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's really not worth it at the end of the day. Because one thing can lead to another. Somebody really gets hurt. Somebody don't make it home. You don't, you know the outcome.
Yeah. Well, appreciate you for calling in, brother.
You know what I'm saying? I keep up the good work, man. I love what y'all doing out there.
Appreciate you, bro. God bless you, man.
Hey, before I go, I just want to say, Mike and Josh, y'all handsome in that corner. You two, Ashley.
Hey, yo, you look good yourself, my guy.
Let me talk to him.
We not talking to Fizz no more.
Fizz, bro, you the handsomest dude I know. You already know that.
Y'all not finna have a handsome and effeminate competition.
Yo, you the handsomest dark skinned man I know, and I tell you that.
All right, I'll see you later, bro. God bless you. Anyways, lost my train of thought with all that sweetness. Is too much for me.
That's
I
love
get
right
what y'all
there.
saying.
But Bumpy, you know, you feel how you feel. That's it.
Feel how I feel.
We
Wow.
respect it. We ain't gonna get nowhere. We respect it. Maya, help her, yo.
But it goes with what you said you wanted, though. It goes with what you said you wanted.
Yeah, like
That man got to be ready to die when somebody say the wrong thing. At that moment, you want a man that ain't gonna be here that long.
God gonna say you and your
I found my man.
He's gonna get married, remarried.
He died for
man,
me.
we're gonna tear the city up and right.
You gonna tear the city up and you ain't gonna come back with him. He gonna get left in the city.
Set the city on fire, walking away, holding hands.
Man, it was something I wanted to say. Jeez, but I think that's all the everything. You know, it'll come to me later. I'm not gonna be able to think of it right now. Maybe when everybody giving their final thoughts, I'm able to think of it. But it's wild, man. But look, I think everybody can give their final thoughts. We can keep this going 8 hours, I'm sure, because Maya is just gonna push through her sleepiness. So we'll start with Mike. What you think about it? What you think about? What are your final thoughts, bro?
Final thoughts is I would say
You can get close to the mic when
you're right.
Yeah, because
don't do that.
Final thoughts
Maya
don't mean nothing if they can't hear
He
you.
was saying from the beginning to the end.
Yeah, my word.
Oh.
They're coming from me. But now I say
stood up in there.
I say all jokes. I enjoyed it. We got to see different perspectives. Always enjoy Maya. First time kind of dealing with Shelby. Definitely enjoyed her. But at the end of the day, yo, we should make our life all about God, because despite how successful or how unsuccessful you is, the best thing you can have is a lot of merch or whatever. Well, it's another word, but have in the kingdom.
Material?
No, that's another word, but we left. So all I'm going to say is put God in everything, yo, because it kind of benefit. You know what I mean? Spiritual stuff spill over to tangible stuff and carnal stuff. So if you line up with God, it'll work for you. And that's really it. I guess you go ahead, Joe.
All right, Josh, you go ahead, man.
Let me give you
Just
the mic for Maya to say something.
just twist it. Just twist it. Don't move it up and down. Yeah,
All right,
you good
so-
right there.
Yeah, I just want appreciate you for having me on the show. Second week in a row, you're a real
Yes,
one.
sir. That means you've been doing something right.
Yes, thank you. I'm gonna keep doing it. And first time really having a conversation with Maya and Shelby. Rock with y'all. Y'all real cool. Thank y'all for having this conversation with me. But yeah, I agree with Mike, man. We just got to keep God first. Scriptures say glorify God in everything you do. So, not against finances again. So, people want me coming at my neck.
Yep.
I'm not against none of that.
As soon as this podcast over, that's me.
I'm just, where I stand at with, finances and God and all that is God come, God is in the midst of all that.
Right.
I ain't even going to say God come first because everything you do, God should be involved. So, just with that, yeah, that's in your relationship, your goals, because scripture said a man without a vision will perish. So your vision should incorporate God.
Right.
Everything you do, everything you have, everything you is borrowing from God because you don't own it.
I'm sorry.
It should all incorporate God. And yeah, that's just where I'm at, man. It's God above everything else. And I'm gonna preach that regardless. And yeah.
Trace out that losing his mind. Alicia said, "Good night, guys. God bless y'all. Stay holy and try turkey meat around the pickle. It's good." I'm like,
yo, I don't eat meat.
That took me all.
Yeah, I don't eat meat.
All right.
You gotta stop that.
Well, who wants to go first, ladies?
Okay. I want to first say thank you, Ashley, for having us on the podcast.
Definitely.
I watch this religiously. This is really good. I enjoyed myself. Yeah, this is really good. I send it to everybody, literally. I really enjoyed myself.
They already know about this one.
Oh yeah. This was really fun. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm sleepy, but I really enjoyed y'all so much. And yeah, just stay prayed up and allow God to lead you. And yeah, good night, y'all.
All right, and Shelby, go ahead and let them know. I know you got some stuff to say.
Nah. Well, I just want to say thank you for having me. Like, this was a real fun experience. And then, secondly,
Yeah, you're usual now.
Yeah.
And Maya, she gonna come back for show
I'm
too.
gonna come support
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then,
They gonna be requesting
like you
Shelby.
said, like, keep God first. Like, I'm a work in progress. Like, I like this podcast, challenging people, the different aspects on Christianity and the views on life and everything. And it shows a lot about how, people grew up and stuff like that and their intake on, like, religious and the everyday life that we're going through. Y'all are like family. I've been watching y'all. I met y'all, like, at a young age and growing up, seeing how everybody's moving in life. It's just exciting to see how people are growing and turn their dreams to passion. So I love that for y'all. And, yeah, this is something I could do again. Come on here.
Yeah, I hope so, because they're gonna be asking for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotta put you with some other people to see how spicy it get.
Yep. Yeah, I know I'm top, so. Love me a good tussle.
You are funny.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah,
that wraps up the show, guys. No, I'm fine. Go ahead.
Yeah, bump my comments. But look, we had a good. You can get ready for you can just hit in whenever I get done. This man putting scriptures out when we about to end it on the actual YouTube page. Don't hit it yet, because hopefully you don't hit it before I say this last part. Just click it. Okay, don't click that.
I know.
So it was really a great discussion, very important. I kind of just wanted to let everybody go at it, because it's very important when you're having a discussion and disagreements on both sides to fully hear that perspective. I didn't even want to jump in, because if I jump in too early, I don't want to start clearing up stuff before I fully understand what the person is saying, the full perspective. Mm-hmm. And Jesus said to look beneath the surface before you judge the situation. So I don't want to give her some pattern, or give people some pattern type answer to something that they've already heard before. I want to know, like, what exactly are you saying, to pinpoint the real thing. And some things I'm not going to know. I don't have answers to everything, but I'm real enough to tell you, like, I don't know the answer to the specific thing, but here's what I have so far. And we can go in that direction. I think that's more honest, and that leads you to actually getting more truth and to helping more people. But I will say about like, you know, why both sides may have issues in relationships is because a lot of times instead of marrying the person that we're assigned to, we marry an assignment. And we want to marry something that we need to work on instead of what God has allowed to come together. Not to say that he chose the person for you, but something that God wants to say equally yoked. And that's not an assignment. And we should be marrying people that we admire, that we will be willing to do almost anything for, as long as it don't contradict the word. Like, we should admire the person that we're with and really kind of look up to each other in a certain way. Like I say, look up to your wife because in certain aspects, there are things about your wife that they're going to teach you. And you'll be like, man, my wife is just amazing. And you want to admire her, not just like her, love her. Like admiration is a totally different type of relationship. So with all that being said, guys, tune in next week. I think we're going to be talking more about relationships. Ain't no telling how long this is going to go.
The whole segment.
Yeah, I definitely want to talk about, you know, poverty and prosperity. That's a real big topic I want to get into as well. But yeah, everybody have a blessed night and tune in next Friday at 7 o'clock.